Recorded in the pits of Detroit, Michigan. Your ass is listening to Radio Underground. Shit.
Radio Underground, episode 220. We're going to call this episode Olympic Metal.
All right.
I didn't know what else to call it, but
I think that's a brilliant name.
because I really just want to talk about Corey Feldman for 2 hours, to be honest. That's all I want to do. Corey. Yeah.
Olympic.
What's that?
Yeah, we'll fix it in post.
What's that?
Spelled Olympic wrong.
Olympic.
Oh, did I really?
Olympic.
Whatever.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Olympic.
I could change it right now.
No, I wasn't worried about that. Whatever.
Olympic.
L-Y.
You just reverse those two letters.
I wasn't going to call you out on the air. I was just going to let it go.
Oh, I just saw it and started laughing.
It's changed. Right there. Look at it now.
All right, there we go.
Olympic.
Olympic. Well, depends how you look at it.
Oi.
Yeah, it's right. It's the Australian version.
Yes. Are they?
Yeah.
Isn't the Olympics there?
No,
Or
it's in Paris.
France.
Oh yeah. Same thing.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing.
Foreigners.
So there's a lot of oil in that river.
Yeah.
Making people puke.
It's like, hey, let's go
really?
swimming in the Seine. Yeah, all right, let's do that. my wife was there 21 years ago, and she said it was shit then. I can't imagine it's any better now.
I know.
But Paris?
No, the river.
Oh, the river.
The river smells.
Oh.
They don't call it
The main
They
river.
didn't call it the Seine. They called it the Scent.
They don't have
'Cause it
good,
smells.
clean rivers like we do here, like the Rouge
Yeah.
that caught on fire in the '87.
Mhm.
I remember the news reports the Rouge River is on fire.
Yep.
I think Lake Erie caught on fire once too.
Lake Erie definitely did outside Cleveland.
Yep.
Yeah.
It sure did.
Fire.
The first song you played, the school song, our school?
Yeah,
Was
apparently.
it our school song?
Yeah.
that you're
I think
talking
so,
about?
yeah.
Apparently.
Wow, I didn't even know we had a fucking school song.
Yeah, apparently it was.
I did, yeah.
Yeah,
It used to be.
yeah, our school song. I'm like,
It used to
do I
be.
know?
We suck. That was ours.
Yeah,
Our
now-
fight song.
Now we figure things out and we're better.
Yeah.
I don't know what they figured out, but all of a sudden it's working. I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah. For some reason, there's been an improvement in the athletic performance of our athletes.
I know. It's
I
crazy.
don't know what it is.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
I can't quite figure
Maybe
it
they
out.
came from a different continent or something
Yeah, maybe.
than my team did.
Hello to the premise land.
Promised land down there.
What's up, cuz?
What's up, cuz?
And so I guess we could, since we're doing a little bit of Olympic talk.
Yeah.
And I guess we got to give a big shout out to beach volleyball, right?
Heck
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
you want to take a look, Al?
How did Brazil do?
Oh
Check it
yeah,
out.
they were beautiful. I saw them.
Look at them oiled up bodies.
Yeah. Those are Spaniards, aren't they?
I don't know what they are.
Brazilianers.
I think the Brazilianers.
They're white chicks that are darker.
I can't
than we
tell.
are.
What's the flag on her boob?
Let me see.
Is that a flag?
No.
Red
I don't know.
and yellow.
Yeah, sure.
I don't
Look at all
know.
that sweat.
I mean, I'm the one that
glazed.
shared it, and I don't remember who the fuck it was. I think it's
Mm.
let's just say Brazil.
Monkey
No,
tail.
Brazil's like green, aren't
Oh yeah, they do
Uh-huh.
have green in their flag.
they? Yeah, it's
I think it's
Maybe
Spaniards.
it's Spania.
no. There's Canada.
Canada's
That's-
rocking it, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
She's kind of ripped too.
Yeah,
Look at
she's-
that back muscle.
But she's
Yeah.
not too overly ripped though. I would.
That's
I would-
perfect.
she's got like a
she's got like the side tattoo.
The
and
side-
Oh, sweaty.
my struggles in life are so hard.
it's like some poem that means something to them, but it's shit.
Me against the world. 'Cause she's
Against-
Canadian. Yeah.
Mm.
My sorrow.
My sorrow.
I have to overcome my sorrows.
It's been a big process getting back here to the Olympics.
Aluminium. That's pretty whatever.
Yeah, she's got the 2 dreadlock braids, I believe. There.
Yeah.
Traditional Canadian hair, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Canadians are known for their nice tan like that.
Yep. Yep.
Here's
Oh yeah.
I don't know who
Oh,
she
yeah.
is, but
I don't.
I don't even
care.
think this is the Olympics. I just got this picture.
It's some kind of Olympics.
She's for Team Gray.
It's the Wank Olympics. 'Cause I'm,
Yeah.
I'm
That's
doing-
it,
I'm getting
too.
home tonight. Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So the Olympics are great, as we know.
Oh, wait. Well, it's good for stuff like that. But did you the pole vaulter?
Oh
That
yeah,
poor guy.
the pole vaulter lost, but he won in life.
Yes. because he's super ripped
Yeah.
and he's probably handsome. I didn't look at his face.
I didn't.
What happened?
I don't have the video, but he missed his pole vault because his dick got snagged on the
on the crossbar.
on
So
the
he made it
crossbar.
across, but his dick came down, hit the crossbar, knocked it off. He disqualified. He didn't get the thing.
Oh my God!
So he lost, but did he really?
More like Juicy Peach. No, he didn't.
If you're a strong half foot limp, you're doing well.
He's doing fine.
He's
Don't worry about him.
Yeah, I think he can somehow manage to get through life.
He's going to use that to get tail aimers. It's like I can't believe I failed. I've worked all my life to make it to the Olympics.
Yeah.
I failed.
I'm a nobody.
I'm a nobody. And then
Nobody.
I've seen him on, when he,
Oh wait, I do have it.
You do have it.
Okay, I guess it's not explicit because he's clothed.
No. Here we go.
Oh,
Right there, snagged.
Snagged of the bulge.
I don't need this.
Yep.
Here we go. EU.
Back and to the left.
Vile, evil, horrible,
Snag.
giant dick. Vile.
I would not have to worry about this happening to me.
No. Nope.
Not at all.
That is not. So
That's like that's so fucking massive, dude. Holy shit.
you son of a bitch. You got to go. You got to go to France.
He seriously had to be half chub or something,
Yeah.
man.
He got to go all the way to France on a vacation.
Crank
He got
3.
to like meet all these hot chicks from other countries. He got to walk down into the stadium for opening ceremonies and do whatever he wanted. Probably just tagging bitches left and right. And then he's gonna be known for that. I was like, oh no, it sucks. Your life sucks, man. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
You're
Victor.
known for his large
I don't know his
meat
name is.
whistle.
I literally don't know who the man is, but
Oh.
no one knew before. Now they're
He's
gonna
doing
find out
well.
his name.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, he's yeah.
I don't have any pictures of him, but the shooting contest people they're like
That fucking turkey guy.
the Turkey guy and then the Korean. They look like
what are they doing? She's doing that weird
yeah, they
pose.
look like characters you play into like a zombie hunting video game. You can be Mikhail.
Did you see the turkey guy on? He looks like he just woke up, put on his glasses, and walked down, just shot.
No, I mean, that's Olympics.
Yeah,
And he,
Oh.
and he, and he
took
got
the silver.
and he got the silver, and then he was looking around for a place to smoke.
Yeah.
He's like, "Where can I smoke?" After the event was
Oh
over.
no shit.
Yeah.
He's just a normal looking guy.
Was he from America?
No, he's from Turkey.
Oh! When you
But-
said Turkey guy, I thought.
No,
I didn't
he's
know
from
what
the
the-
country of Turkey.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or-
and then he needed somewhere to heavily smoke.
And
yeah.
then in his interview, he got interviewed after it happened.
Yeah.
And he just said he told his ex-wife, he goes, "I don't hold any ill will, but I want my dog back."
Yeah. People were like, he's like John Wick.
Yeah, he's a pretty interesting fellow to say
So
the least.
he comes in, shoots, gets the silver, and then wants to go smoke
he
and
literally
wants his
looks like-
dog back.
He rolled out of the bed like 11 minutes before the event. His hair he just puts on his
It takes
glasses.
9 minutes to get to the event.
The
so-
goggles that the other ones wear have like little, like, what do you call them? Reticles. You know, the target things on it. Looks like sci-fi shit.
Turkish Olympic shooter.
Yeah.
He,
Turkey. Yeah, that guy right there.
this
He's got
is
his
him.
hand in his pocket.
Yeah, these are the main characters of the Olympics. There's a Korean girl or whatever, wherever she's from. See
Yeah.
her.
He's like, all right, I'm just gonna shoot today.
Pretty amazing.
He's like, I would like to go smoke now.
It's funny.
Yeah, so I don't know. Olympics got some characters, but
They definitely got some characters.
so
We were watching. I wasn't watching, but it was on, and they were the ladies were watching the cross country equestrian. So not as lame. They basically have to race across country and go over obstacles with the fucking horses and shit. It was kind of cool, actually. Normally I don't like that shit, but it was more. It wasn't like the one where they're like, prancing around and going over these stupid little jumps in a stadium.
Yeah, that's
They're literally going across country.
what is that? That's
I don't know, they have a stupid name for it.
yeah.
Douchey. That's what it's called.
Yeah. I just there's an episode of South Park where Butters is learning.
Oh, the equestrian.
Yeah, and I can't remember what it's called, but they want him to beat the Russians.
Duplessing.
They want him to beat the Russians.
Either way, it was
Mm-hmm.
kind of cool just watching these horses, and like the Americans didn't win that either because we're never going to beat somebody in horsemanship.
No.
You know, it's like Britain and France, and like actually Brazil was doing well. But they
I think we
gauchos
didn't
and
do
stuff.
good in the shooting because those are like too low caliber. Like, dude, I can't go out there. I need something big.
Yeah, we weren't ready for that.
We're not ready to really get this little pistol. Give me a break.
But you know, but it's been nice seeing the volleyball people and
I think it's called dressage.
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 Yeah, that's what it is.
Yep,
That's what
yep,
they
yep.
said it like 14 different times.
And
during the
it's
event.
French.
Yeah, of course.
Most
wanted-
commonly
I
translated
wanted
as
dressage.
training is a form of horse riding.
Yeah, dressage. That's like
Yeah.
2 chicks at once, right?
It's a form of horse
Dressage.
riding where you're training or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely more.
In the South Park episode, Butters fucking horse wouldn't quit shitting and getting boners.
Oh well,
Both things that you're not supposed to
that doesn't help you win.
let your horse do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that doesn't help you win at
You
dressage.
won't win. Yeah.
You will not win the dressage.
Because it's all about training.
Dressage is the more pomp. You know,
it
like-
translates to training.
does it really?
Yeah, that's what it says. Translate to training. Because you're trying to get your horse to do everything, like
Dressage.
all your commands.
There was a Japanese guy who did really well. I don't know if he won or not, but he was doing another event also involving the horse, but I can't remember what it was, and it was such a stacked field. They're like, well, there's nobody in this one. He's like, oh, really? Then he just started doing this cross country thing like before the last Olympics, and last time I checked, he was in 3rd place.
Oh.
Basically, he just like, I can't win here, so I'm going to move over here. And they're like, yeah, okay, and it worked out for him.
He pulled the Rick Ankiel.
Yeah, the Rick Ankiel. God, I watched one of his throws the other day.
Yeah,
Oh, shit, I forgot.
When you
about him.
switch positions and then extend your career
Yeah.
10
He
years.
He did.
Because he couldn't,
Yeah.
he started throwing it way over the catcher and he couldn't
Oh,
mentally get past
he had
it.
the
Yeah.
yips. He couldn't pitch anymore.
Yeah, and then he became a position player, right?
He's
and
a
he
center
was,
fielder.
and he
Yeah.
ended up being a decent player.
Yeah.
Yeah, of some of his throws from the wall. It's like, how can he throw like that? I'm like, well, he can throw 97 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
But when his meltdown was one of the most, it was really, I wouldn't call it cringe because cringe is when somebody's a nerd or something. Or,
Yeah.
But it was hard to watch.
Yeah.
Because he would go out there and he couldn't throw a strike and then he would throw it over. He just mentally flipped
Yep.
like a switch went and he just couldn't.
Yeah,
do it.
right.
with
Yep.
the pitcher, that's it. Once the mental's gone,
So
you
it's
can
like-
you can lose the tools, you know, the power, the heat with your pitches, but you still have to be mentally focused. You got to be able to hit your spots and stuff. And if you still have the power but no mental, it's it. You're done.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I mean, think about like when we got Kenny Rogers, the
Yeah.
dude was like consistently throwing super slow pitches. Like there was a point that I was talking to somebody else. And we were like, dude, I would like just for shits and giggles because we didn't have anybody worth the fuck closing for us. I'm like, dude, just throw him in the 9th inning, man. Just just throw him in.
Well, I mean, that's what
Let him throw a 78-mile-an-hour slow
A
pitch.
heater.
that's how Frank Sinana extended his career by 10 years.
Yeah.
Became a junk. You know, I mean, he
Became a junkster.
yeah,
Yep.
couldn't throw
I'm,
the
con-
heat anymore.
I'm convinced that the old timer in Major League was based on Tanana.
Yeah. Oh
Where
yeah.
the guy that threw out, he goes, this is a spitball. This is the grease.
He was either him or he was Necro or Gaylord Perry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, actually,
He's
Negro.
probably a combination of all those
Yeah.
guys.
Gaylord Perry was
I got to concede you, Brian. It's probably Negro.
Negro,
I
Bill
mean,
Negro, yeah.
Put a little jalapeno in your nose, get the snot in the
Yeah.
ball. You put snot
his,
on the
his
ball.
brother did the Emery board. Joe,
Yeah,
Joe, he was a Astro, I believe.
Yep, he
yeah,
did.
and he would, yeah, and he got caught. He got caught, right? They walked right out there. He's like,
No,
There-
but
like, one-
Zanana's the same way too.
One of
that-
them
that's wrong.
like started before Nolan Ryan was still playing when I was a kid.
yeah.
He played forever.
That's crazy.
Oh, Joe, Phil was the older brother. He played forever.
He like had more gray hair than me
Yeah.
when he was out
Dude,
there.
when I was following baseball religiously, like in the 80s, like, I mean, I remember probably 83, 84. I remember you remember the tops.
They have to be dead
sticker
from old
books?
age by now.
yeah.
I had every year I'd get the top sticker book and I would fill that bitch. You know, that was my
Phil
goal.
Necro it.
And yeah, Phil Necro was an old man then.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, you're talking about like it was 83, 84. I mean, he was born in the like mid or late 30s. Gaylord Perry, same thing.
He died in the 2020.
The old one I always remember is Charlie Huff.
Oh, yeah.
Charlie Huff started pitching in 1970.
Yeah.
And retired in 94
Yep.
at 46.
Mhm.
And he looks like the most like Southern or Texas person you'll ever see, Charlie Huff.
Mm.
And he's from fucking Honolulu.
Yeah.
He was raised in Hawaii.
Yeah.
I was like,
but he was probably a military kid.
he probably was.
That's, and so who knows? He might have been a Texan, really.
Yeah, it's true.
There's a guy. He's got a descendant that's still pitching, and his name is JJ Necro.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's pitching for the Mississippi Braves.
So that's lower.
Minors, but still.
I think Joe Negro, he was the younger brother. I think he died like before Phil, like quite a bit before.
I think they're both gone now. Yeah.
Oh, they are. Phil died in like 2020 or something.
Dude, they were like born during World War II, man.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. I think Phil Negro was like 30s, like late 30s. Him and Gaylord Perry were like late 30s. Dude, I used to know all the stats of all these fucking guys because of those top sticker books.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew all their stats. I knew all like everything, like what they pitched, what they threw, hit, everything. I knew all of them. I knew all their stats.
I only had one really old card, and it was a no-name guy that was it was in good condition, but it was from like 1957. One good baseball card that was in that old. And my grandpa had, and the guy was no name, and it was worth nothing.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have had at least something, one of the more decent players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never had any of the good ones either.
Oh,
I had a lot of good 80s and 90s players.
Had
a Bonds rookie, had a McGuire rookie.
Our former next door neighbor had a lot of them.
He did. Ben did.
Yeah.
He did. He was a fan of the game. Student.
A student.
He's a decent baseball player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ron across the street is like still dealing it
Oh yeah.
hard. Yeah, he's still like, because he has people like, he's having people show up at his house and stuff, and I was like, man, what's he got going on? It'd be like other dudes, and like, well, he was married, so it's not that.
Yeah.
Married to, but then like I kind of talked to him, and he's like, he's still trading cards, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Dude.
like sell this to Craigslist, whatever.
No shit.
Yeah, and he has the cards, and you trade with them. He's a cardaholic.
No.
He had more baseball cards than anyone I've ever seen.
You're a
ever.
cardaholic, Ron.
Yeah.
You've got to give it up.
No.
You're a girl drink drunk.
Never.
Drink drunk.
Yeah.
Never.
The guy-
Dan, your productivity's up. Customers love you. Shareholders love you. But I got to fire you.
Yeah.
Because you're a girl drink drunk. Kids in the Hall, underrated.
Super underrated.
Oh God, yeah.
Super underrated.
One of the free channels you can get on the
TV?
like this on the smart TVs is NBC Vault, and they show about for 1 week they'll show a show every half hour for the whole week. So for 7 days, every half hour or so, starting a new episode of a show. They showed Kids in the Hall. So every time I turned on that channel, it was sometimes the same episode I'd seen the day before, a couple days before, but I saw like 20 different episodes of Kids in the Hall.
On what channel?
It's called NBC Vault. I don't know what would be on your TV.
It might be.
Have
to look.
But like 1 week, it's like this week it's Charles in charge. It's like, oh fuck, I don't care about that. Or Major Dad, and then the next week, and it was Kids in the Hall. And 1 week it was awesome Saved by the Bell type show about basketball called Hang Time, starring Reggie Theus. It's really good.
I remember Hang Time.
Anthony Anderson was in it for 2 seasons too, and he's a famous actor. Anyways,
I've never heard of that.
it's horrible. But it's great.
I like White Shadow personally. If I want to
White Shadow.
Just
old
imagine-
basketball shows.
Imagine
Ken Howard.
Saved by the Bell and California Dreams, but basketball
Sweet.
at a high school.
Hell yeah.
Same kind of shit going on. But what they did was like after the first season, the guy came in and this new producer was like,
It is true.
This
He
is-
was.
yeah,
He's also part of our wrongs and our rights.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
they looked at the cast and were like, you guys got to actually look like you're playing basketball. So they put them through basketball. Well, actually, the girl could. There's a girl on a high school basketball team. She played with the boys, but she was really good. Actually, she was actually a college player in real life.
Okay.
Okay.
And
She
she
had
came
game.
along and she had game. And one of the other guys did, but the other people didn't look the part. They didn't look like they knew what they were doing. So they brought in new people, trained them. They said the basketball has to be at least realistic looking because the rest of the show really, it's bullshit. It's just
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell, basically.
Yeah.
And it Reggie Theus, a young Kobe Bryant was on at one point.
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah.
So it was in the 90s.
Yeah.
Late 80s, early 90s.
It was basically Kobe's rookie year was the year
Okay.
he was on it, or like second year or something like that. So it was early on. But yeah, just think about Saved by the Bell, and like there's some kind of scheme going on. This is going on, whatever. But basketball, Reggie Theus.
Gotta have it.
Reggie Theus was actually a pretty good basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
After watching the show, I'm like, yeah, he was just, he was okay in college, but he wasn't that great in the pros. He scored like 20,000 points in his career.
Yeah, so what?
I looked it up. I'm like, wait.
Like people watch Amazing Grace and Chuck. Hey, that actor that played Grace was decent. It was Adrian Dantley.
Oh, yeah.
He was one of the
forgot
top
about that.
scorers in the league.
I loved Adrian Dantley. He was
Yeah.
my favorite player when I first started watching the Pistons.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, we need Mark Aguirre.
Yeah, because Isaiah hates him.
Yeah, because he scores more.
Yeah.
Um,
Isaiah was kind of a douche. He was our douche, but he was kind of a douche.
yeah.
Yeah, we know. Yeah.
They all are, though. If you're great, you can't
Every
have to
one
be
of
a
them
dick.
is.
Michael Jordan's not nice.
No,
He was unnice.
very unnice.
I think if you get to a certain level of greatness, your people skills diminishes.
Yeah, because
Like-
you're focused on the winning.
Yeah. So there's a few of them that have been nice over the years, but not many. I think Shaq's probably the nicest great player ever. He
Shaq-
seems to like people.
He actually does like people.
The rest of them hate everybody.
I think the reason Shaq's like that is because he's outstanding.
I don't want got skills, man. I mean, Kobe.
He's outstanding. Shaq Diesel. One of the best albums of 1994.
Yeah.
Shaq Diesel.
You want to fight? Come fight me.
I love that album.
There's some banging hotties in that show, though.
Yeah.
Hang Time?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was.
What is
And actually, the
Brian?
guy,
What does ET stand for?
What?
The Shaq. ET. You don't remember that?
ET stands for extra tallums.
Yeah.
Extra tallums.
With a sample, Shaq went extra tall.
Extra tallums. Like,
I'll never forget.
all right.
our first friend that had his own car with a system in it that could thump.
Yep.
And that's the first song that I ever got into a car playing, blasting. Was that You Want to Fight? Come fight me.
You know what? I'm
was
not even
Rob.
joking. I loved that album when I was a teenager. I didn't care. It was great.
You
And
love
hit.
it now.
And I love it now too. I'll still listen to it. But it hit. If you had any bass, it would hit, man.
Thump, dude.
The whole album.
You want to fight? Come fight me.
Dick Butkus was in it.
Dick Buck he took over for when they let Reggie Theus go. Like, we're gonna bring in Dick Buckus. I'm like, there's a basketball show. What are you fucking talking about? They did the reboot of Magnum PI a couple years ago. The guy who played Magnum was on the show. Jay Hernandez.
Oh, yeah. He's actually he's not only that, he's married to one of the chicks that was on the show.
What?
Yeah. Since 2006.
He's married to her?
To her.
Yeah, that's the main girl.
Yeah. She's very tall. Or at
She's
least,
extra
at least they
tall.
pretend
She's very good.
she's
basketball player.
5'8". They make her look.
You wanna fight, come fight me. I hit you with the See, I get dirty after dark. I treat you like Spielberg. You get your ass kicked in the park. You don't believe me? The proof is in the pudding.
This is Shaq's song. For those of you, the young folks that don't know Shaq's rap.
Music, please. I dribble around like basketball. People call me 18.
Extra tallums.
You better than Shaq Tech. Fool, shut up, man.
We're done, Shaq.
We're listening on the way home, Alan.
Yes, we are.
Speaking of fights, I had to break up a brawl in the bathroom while I was taking a shit.
Did you really?
So were you like mid pinch? Like you haven't pinched it off yet? And you had to, like, was the shit escaping your.
Yeah.
How'd this work out?
Were you mid tail growth?
Thank you. It's a good one.
That's what we got to know.
Yeah.
By the way, folks, I thought I listened to a little bit of our show last week. Just when you hear us talking to someone that doesn't exist, we're reading our chat, so we got to be more.
Yeah.
So the premise land says, speaking of fights, I had to break up a brawl in the bathroom while I was taking a shit.
Yes. He also said, wasn't Charles in charge of our days and our nights?
Yeah.
And our wrongs and our rights.
It's good to listen to when you play Shaq Fu. Shaq Fu's an underrated game.
Yep.
Hell yeah, it is.
Premise Land also said that, by the way,
Right, yeah.
because apparently he's the only one listening tonight.
Well, usually we have one, like we might have 4 or 5 listeners, but it seems like only one per episode talks.
Yeah. I mean, last week I thought we were really mogging and munting really good, and then only
yeah.
one person.
Yeah,
like talking
Gio
to us.
last week. He was our guy.
Yes.
Oh well.
It was awful.
The idea is have so many listeners that you can't possibly read them all.
So,
But we're never going to get there. So.
cousin premise land, was it awful because you had to like wait real quick and break up the fight? We need details.
Or did you sit down on your own feces?
Oh,
Gross.
yeah.
That's bad. I know.
And I'm guessing this is in the in the medical place where you. So this is probably like two patients fighting, or maybe not. Maybe it's family fighting over the will. Like,
Yeah.
you got the will changed to your name.
One last thing about that show, Hang Time.
Yeah.
All the hot chicks that were on it.
Yeah.
All of them were hot, by the way.
Yeah. It was always hot.
Not one of them have ever been nude in anything.
Nothing.
Nudography
Trust me.
told me.
I looked it all up.
Yeah. Not one thing.
It was,
Bunch of trad wives, man.
Yeah.
It was there was good looking women. In
I
the show.
do got good news for you though, Alan. Sydney Sweeney announced that she will be doing. She goes, "I'm going to continue
Oh, yes.
to do nudes.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Good for her.
It's going to keep up. It's not going to stop.
I'm very proud of her. She said she's
not gonna let up.
going to do it while she's got it.
Yeah, she did say
So
that.
you got to make maximum dollar.
Oh, I couldn't get. Premise Land said no. I couldn't get off the can, so I had to scream at them. Well,
Stop fighting!
Yeah, they're like, oh, there's someone else in here.
I'm going to
Let's
throw
stop this.
crap at you if you don't.
Luckily, no Poseidon kiss. No,
Nice.
no Poseidon kiss. All right, thank
Good.
you.
That's good, Ted.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Premise Land also goes by Ted. So if you hear us say Ted,
Yes,
talking about him, but his brand is Premise Land. Like,
yes,
the three
Check-
of us, this is our brand.
yeah.
So we don't go by radio.
You
That's-
could check him out on YouTube also. The Premise Land.
It's like a skit comedy kind of guy.
Yeah. He does he just did Pulp Fiction for kids. He did RoboCop for kids. A couple other things. It's good stuff.
As we know.
We didn't do the Dethrone last week.
Yeah, who died?
Some music guy,
Oh yeah, the 93-year-old British guy that I forgot his name already.
John Mayall.
Actually, my dad told me about that one.
I saw
in our defense, I didn't know that until after the show. So
I knew it before the show and I forgot.
yeah,
I had written it down as a note, and then when I made my other notes later in the week, I'd started a new list and left him off. And, my bad, John Mayall. He was a blues guitarist, right?
did anybody die this week?
No, no one at all.
Bastards.
Anywhere.
Yeah, no one died anywhere in the world.
Bastards.
There was nothing going
It's
on.
first day in recorded history of zero death.
Nothing.
Yeah.
But we did have an anniversary yesterday, and
Hmm.
it's kind of a local thing, but it's a national local thing.
Mhm.
There's a 30th anniversary of Sponge's debut album, Rotting Pinata, that had Plowed and
Molly.
and the one with the 16 candles. Oh, it was Molly.
Molly.
wasn't it? The other one too. There's another song on that album.
Uh-huh.
Good album.
Yeah.
And it's good because locally, because Vinny lives a few miles away from here, basically.
Yeah.
So
I like that one song. Meow, 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 meow.
That's Wax
that's from
Ecstatic.
the next album.
Second album.
I love that song.
It's a great song.
They're both good albums, and that was like Rotting Pinata when it came out. It was popular, but people were like, "Yeah, but it's not great."
Oh, I liked it right away.
Not I mean critics.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fuck them.
Fuck the critics.
Yeah.
And
it was
now-
super good.
Now that people look back on it, it's like it's the most and it came from that 1994 year we
And-
always talk about.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Vinny is my brother-in-law, Stones Malone, here on YouTube. That was his guitar teacher when he was a kid.
That's right.
Yeah.
So thanks, Sponge.
For teaching Matt how to play. Because by teaching Matt how to play, I was in bands with him.
Yep.
And then he met my sister, and they had 2 kids, and I got my nephews who break all my stuff.
So there you go.
Thank you,
So-
Rotting
So
Pinata.
thank you, Vinny, for getting all my shit, bro.
It really is a good album.
Thank you very,
Yeah.
very much.
It's a really good album. You should check it out.
Yeah.
Even my
I was just playing it last week.
I love that my daughter listens to a lot of my son does too, but more so my daughter listens to a lot of the that era of music and she likes it.
That's
and
cool.
she thinks Sponge is great.
Yeah.
So, I was gonna say she's only 17, but
I-
somebody's gonna sing the song.
Yeah.
I just saw him like, well, I guess it was 6 years ago now.
Yeah.
But right about this time of year. I think it was like, when they played in St. Clair Shores.
They'll probably play in St. Clair Shores again.
That'd be
this year.
cool. I think I want to go see him again.
They shut down.
They just did an album a
The
couple
Strip.
of years ago. I
Yeah.
don't know what it's all about.
I didn't listen to it. I listened to the first two. That's it.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Mhm. So,
But they're great. Both of them are great. Wax Ecstatic and Rotting Pinata, really good album. Rotting Pinata's better, but Wax Ecstatic, the album was good too. And the song.
Yeah, honestly, when I went and saw him, like, it was like 6 years ago. It was 2018.
Yeah.
When I saw him then, like, I mean, I knew, obviously I knew like 8 or 9 songs, but they probably did about 15 songs, 16 songs. They did a lot. They played a long time.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
And like none of them were bad. They were all good. I mean, I didn't know them, but they were all pretty good songs. They put on a really good show. And it was free.
That's the best part.
It was fucking totally free.
I didn't bother to check that. I don't know when the Shores
I think
Festival
it's
is.
I think it's at the end of it's right.
It's in September. I know that.
It's right after Labor Day, I believe.
Yeah.
It might be Labor Day weekend, but I think it's
I think it's after that.
I think it's the weekend after.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can find anything while we're doing stuff. But
yeah, that's right. So, I mean, they're no Feldman, none of them.
Well, no.
But I mean,
who is?
But when you compare yourself, you can't set your goals that high, your standards that high. There's only one comeback king. We'll be getting to him a little bit later.
Yeah.
But I don't know when Corey Feldman's what he was doing in 1994, but it's probably better than any of this stuff. Had to be, because he's out there right now tearing it up on tour.
yeah.
Oh,
And he came through, and I missed him.
Yeah, I missed him too.
I also had a chance to see him when he was young in his prime, and I didn't go down on the IROC.
The Truth Movement.
Yep.
That's what it's called. The Truth Movement.
Nick, our drummer, covered it for his local magazine, though.
Yeah, it's true. He did. He also
He was blown away, as you might expect.
blown away because they smoked some weed beforehand. But
Yeah.
no, they didn't. Drugs are bad. Don't do that, kids.
Yeah, drugs are terrible.
Wait, he smoked with Corey?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Said he did. Well, he smoked and Corey was there. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know what. Get a picture with him with Corey.
hey.
Anyways, yeah, Corey. We watched some of his concert clips beforehand.
His
for
amazing
the show.
dance moves.
His amazing dance moves. I think there's 4 of them, dance moves total.
Sounds
And,
about right.
And he does them all to perfection, though.
Yeah, we're like me and Nick were talking about how Dimebag Darrell they have some like tribute. It's Blacktooth Grin whiskey, like a tribute to him.
Yeah.
And we were talking. I was like, showed Nick. I was like this is cool. I said, but none of us really drink anymore, so I guess it's not that cool. But 10 years ago, man, we would have been like, dude, Blacktooth Grin, let's go.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's give it a go. Now I was like, you know what kind of a headache that would give me? That would probably kill me.
Right? Oh, plus
I'd probably throw up.
Right. probably sweet as could be, and the
It's-
sugar.
It says it's Blacktooth Grin, Blacktooth American Rye whiskey. Ugh.
Ugh.
That would tear my stomach right to bits. $69
69. Yeah,
for 750 milliliters. So what's that? That's
That's a fifth.
That's a
That's
fifth.
fifth.
Yeah.
and still $69.
I wouldn't pay that
No.
in this economy.
Yeah. I don't even know if I'm gonna live. I got no money for food. I can't buy Dimebag fucking whiskey either.
Well, you got all the money. You got those electric bills and shit. I don't know how the fuck you did that.
Yeah, I think I overpaid my bill, but I got a minus $1, I think. like how am I supposed to survive with energy bills like this? My bill for this month is minus 124.
Yeah,
$1.24.
$1.24.
Yeah, so I was
But
like,
are you on the plan where you pay the same every single month?
no,
matter
I'm
what?
not on the budget plan.
Okay, because I had a lady because they were just complaining about this at work. It's like, my consumer's bill is so high, my DT bill is so high. DT bill was high because of air and stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
But one lady was complaining about her consumers. That was a whole nother thing. She just didn't change her card number, and her automatic payments didn't go through 3 months in a row. That's why her bill was so high. It was just a miscommunication there. But The one lady was saying, yeah, when I had the budget plan back in the day, what they did was they estimated what you're going to use. So she, the next year when she did it, she didn't pay for like 7 months because they had overestimated and she didn't use as much as they said. So I naturally thought that's what your situation was, and it was not.
No, I think I must have just because it's the only thing that runs off gas is my dryer.
Yeah.
It's like right now in the winter, it's obviously but it's like $12 or $15 a month. Damn. So I must have paid 13 instead of 12 or something.
Yeah.
On accident, something wrong, and so I got a credit. I got $1.24 credit for the next bill.
That is awesome, though.
That's just funny when they contact you. Would you like the money back, or would you like a credit towards?
You don't send me the check for $1.74.
I mean,
now
the federal government has sent me $1 and $2 checks every year for my
I would
taxes.
do it for the government just to fuck them up.
Yeah, well, they send it anyway, whether I want it or not. But I do have them. They say, "Do you want a deposit or do you want a physical check?" I always put.
Yeah.
So they mail it.
Fuck yeah.
Because it's just funny. Because you know the guy, the guy mailing it's laughing like, dude, this dude's fucking with us. This is great.
Love it.
Here's your $1, dude.
Oh yeah,
Here's your
the guy cutting the check. He's like, "This is hilarious."
You don't even. And I have like 7 of them that I've never cashed.
Oh, so they can't even balance the budget because of you.
Yeah, I'm screwing up their
Dude,
books, man.
That's where that fucking $6 trillion is.
Yeah, it's people like me and my $7.
Yeah.
I'm responsible for bureaucratic bloat. Me.
Yep, you.
Oh, I didn't even see. Our cousin said "Plowed" is one of his favorite songs.
Yeah.
I love it. It's a great song. I love it.
Yep.
You like it. You love it. You want some more of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Trying so
Well,
hard.
since we're talking about
rise
great
above.
musicians, we might as well not put Feldman off any longer.
No, I think we can.
Get to him.
I think we can get to. Yeah,
This-
I believe.
Wait, so
No, just kidding.
So first of all, this is him coming out to that song that he the Angels
yes,
one.
go for it one.
But this is live.
Yeah, it's better live.
It's better live
That's
than it
what
was.
they say.
I mean, well, not in a studio, like in an open air type arena.
An amphitheater.
Here we go. Let's fucking go.
All she better do is twerk.
Hit the club. Try to put you down, put you on the ground. Keep lying there, they're broken, now they make a sound. Won't notice them, check it out again.
No.
Paper muzzles, look for violent noise.
All that dancing right is in pretty good shape.
So what you gonna do? Every shot rounds your exposure. So what do you got to do?
That band's
So baby, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Got nothing to lose. So baby, let's go for it. Let's go for it.
That is fucking.
yeah.
That is gnarly.
I would love to see.
Is there a crowd? Because like I could never really hear anybody.
No.
Oh, they're going crazy. They got to block. They
Well,
got
what it
to.
is
They got to
is-
remove them
Yeah.
from the audio.
because you can't hear his
Yeah.
can't hear his music.
Otherwise, yeah, you wouldn't be able to hear the.
But is that all he does? Is sing and dance? Does he actually play any instruments or anything?
Oh, he plays instruments. Actually, he's a really good
It's a nice segue. wasn't
lead
it?
player.
Yeah.
He's a very good lead
Yeah,
player.
yeah.
I had no idea
Well,
that he
here-
could play instruments.
Wait, do you have any covered?
Wait,
Oh,
I have proof right here.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
Okay.
this is when he's
No, so
doing the weird.
It's a
picking.
gnarly guitar
So
solo.
I know we were talking about Dimebag. He was okay.
Yeah.
Have
you heard Feldman?
Michelangelo? That guy's all right.
Yeah,
I've seen some stuff with him.
Yeah.
Yngwie Malmsteen. Some of these guys are good,
They're good.
but they're not like this. I mean, you guys. Hope you're seated to get your fucking face melted clean
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's gonna be amazing. Everything looks great. I really don't know about this one.
He's doing rock noises too.
Yeah. That means he's a real guitar player.
Dude, it's rip.
Can't get the
Literally, the best part doing nothing.
I mean,
the drummer's
like, how can you like, what a slap in the face to the professional musicians that you hired.
the guy in the background looks like he wants to put that drumstick up his nose.
And they're cheering.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
he's like the one guy said, he's like, either he's a genius and he's actually trying us, or he's mentally ill.
Yeah, it's the biggest punk ever, or he's completely mentally ill.
He's either better than Andy Kaufman
Yeah.
or a psychopath that needs to get away. But you can't even hear the Randy bar working.
Yeah. What kind of effect that Randy bar is supposed to be having on that?
Oh, wait. I don't think he had it.
No,
It was Randy bar though.
yeah. Because when he played that other part that before the show, he was playing that other part where he was picking upward with his pick, like he was playing a bass.
Yeah.
With his fingers, but he was using a pick. And yeah.
I want him to never, ever go away.
No, ever.
Yeah.
As long as I'm on
we
this
need
earth,
him.
I want him here. He has to die after me.
We need him.
I need him to
Yeah.
die after me.
We
He's a little
absolutely-
older,
Yeah.
but
Not much.
Yeah, I need. He's thinner, so he's likely to outlive me.
Yeah.
He's Jewish. Jews live a long time.
That's true. It's true.
So he'll outlive me.
Yeah.
So that, and I'll be happy
Well, that was awesome.
because I don't want to live on the earth knowing he ain't around.
No, nope. I want him to
depress me.
keep rocking till the day he dies.
Mhm.
Rock and roll high school forever, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Music actually. Yes. Thursday was actually the 43rd anniversary of MTV. You may remember they used to play music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like the meme says,
Yeah.
thank you for 14 years of music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, they
Yep.
used to.
Yeah.
Like the weird thing is like TRL was when people like, TRL sucks because they just play the music and then it's just like a show. That's like when it went all that way.
Yeah.
And then it completely went away.
At least they were still kind of playing music at that point, but it wasn't
That
much.
turned-
Yeah.
Turn it-
Well, you know.
Real World changed it. They showed
God, yeah.
Eminem would go to TRL. Look how many hugs he'd get.
So many
Yeah.
hugs. It's true. I've heard that in a
That's-
song before.
Yeah. Yeah. MTV 43, 29 years of shit, 14 years of videos.
And when you watch the first episode of like Adam Curry, like the studios isn't soundproof, so you can hear like
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
you know when he's like, okay, this is a new format, and he's like talking, and
Yeah.
you can hear the mics or
The Podfather, man.
Podfather's up there. It's him, Loader,
Yep.
came, all the originals.
Yeah.
They're so old.
Loader. He's 88 now.
Is he? I
I
think I honestly
think he's 78.
78.
I
yeah.
think he's 78.
that was the thing we didn't talk about a couple weeks ago.
Then again, dude, Andy Summers, fucking from the Police, he's 10 years older than Sting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's like 82.
Did not know he's
Yeah.
that old. Wow.
Yeah.
Who's the other guy?
Stewart?
Stuart Copeland.
Yeah, he's
right?
young. Yeah, he's a lot younger.
Stuart Copeland did all the music to Airborne 1993,
Yes.
starring Mitchell Goosen.
Yeah.
Is all his music. Well, the original music. The other stuff was music.
Martha Quinn.
Martha Quinn. You mentioned Kurt Loder.
Nina Blackwood.
And who's the guy with black hair? Mark
Goodman.
Mark Goodman.
Alan Hunter. JJ.
Yep. That's right.
JJ.
Chubby Checker.
JJ Jackson.
Didn't he look like Chubby Checker though?
A little bit.
Obviously, it
Yeah,
all.
he died a long time ago,
Oh, I
actually.
didn't know that.
I do like how it seemed kind of some of the shows were like rogue and almost like not produced
Yeah,
in a
20
way,
years ago.
or like Headbangers Ball. Like Ricky Rackman would be sitting there and there'd be some band just walking around, and
Yeah.
it was just like they were just hanging out, like
That's what it was
what we're
best.
doing now, but with millions of dollar budget behind it.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Rob Zombie here again because he's painting something.
He was-
Or Rob Zombie was talking about that. He goes, I did it for promotion at first. Like, I'll just stay he's in the studio like for the show like every week painting. He goes, then it became like work. And he's like, oh man, I don't want to finish this
do
stupid
this stuff
painting.
anymore.
He's like, this sucks.
He's like, God damn it, Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Yeah, Loader's 79.
79.
Yep.
They Viacom, the parent company, went through and
I'm the one who owns everything.
they own that. They own Comedy Central. They own Paramount.
They own Black
Yeah.
All
Rock.
of it. But they went through and they deleted and got rid of, just purged all of the MTV news content. It's
From
not
back in the day.
from ever.
So you can't watch any of it.
None of
There's
it.
so that
None of it. It's all gone.
Wow.
All the research, all the True Lives, all the other, like, remember Serena Altschul used to have a show and stuff?
Yeah.
All of it's gone.
Oh wow.
They
Fuck
just got
off,
rid of it.
Viacom.
Well, they did a bunch of Comedy Central shit too.
Yeah, fuck off. Fuck off, you motherfuckers.
Yep. It's,
See,
Yeah,
that's
yeah, that's not planned. Something. That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
dude.
they're a lot of these big corporations are buying. It's even happening in gamings. Like they're getting mad. Pirates. They're
Mhm.
pirating our games. Literally, the pirates are why some of these games are even around.
Yeah.
They used to be on disc. They're no longer. They don't exist digitally anywhere. So pirates actually put them out there, take the time.
Yep.
And and then they get these digital libraries of things and like interviews like you're talking, and they just scrub it because they don't want it no more.
That's why, because it happened like, almost like a lot of this old stuff comes back. Vinyl came back.
That's what I mean.
Some of
Yeah.
the- That's why you have so many people now who are going back and they're collecting the physical media,
Yeah.
because you can't count if something's going to stay on
Well,
streaming.
yeah, because I mean,
Even if you buy something digitally and you have it saved, like if you buy it from like Amazon and you download it, you're downloading it, but you're not downloading. You don't have it. You just have to watch it through Amazon.
Yep.
And you could lose it.
yeah.
Well, I remember the worst. For some reason, I decided it was a good idea to get a Windows phone,
Yeah, I remember that.
and I got the Windows phone because I wanted to be the only person that had a Windows phone.
The only person.
And
Ever.
and then
Literally.
I had my I had a laptop that had. So I bought not a bunch of songs, but let's say I bought 60 songs.
Yeah.
I bought about 60 songs on Microsoft, and sometimes after a year, your purchase is gone.
That's,
Like where's my Static X song?
I need it.
I just bought it, and it'd be gone. You literally buy. So this whole. I used to make fun of people like Frank that would still buy disc, but maybe Frank was right.
Yeah.
But then
yeah.
again, he's still wrong for doing it for the Xbox, the modern ones, because it's just a code.
It's
It's not
a
an
code.
actual game on there.
Yeah, because you're basically storing it on a hard drive. Yeah.
yeah. So you're still wrong.
You're
Yeah.
still wrong, Frank.
But the thing is, now Xbox 360 games, I think it was July 29th was the last day of the 360 digital library.
Yeah.
So now all those Xbox physical games that did have the games on there, it was back with it's the last time the PS3 and Xbox and
Mhm.
they had the physical games. Now those games are the price. It's like vinyl. They cost a lot of money. You get like
Yeah.
a Gears of War physical disc is
Yep.
like a lot of money now
It's
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah.
because they could take Gears from you, man.
I remember like 10 years ago, probably a little bit more, when I started like getting stuff and just have digital files of the movies and stuff. Not pirating, I was liberating the movies.
Yeah, exactly.
And I had a bunch of friends who still had like just bunches of DVDs and Blu-rays and shit. Maybe not Blu-rays at that point, but DVDs and shit. I'm like, man, you don't even need to do that. All that space.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now I go, they'll show stuff like when they collect their new haul of DVDs and stuff, they'll show it. And they got just bookcases full of movies. And it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm so jealous now.
Yeah. I'm kind of bummed. I donated all mine to this guy who was starting a music school.
Man.
I donated all my instruments and everything I had.
I-
It wasn't much, but I was like, yeah. Bill out in Washington was just telling me that he bought like 400 CDs from some dude. It was all
Yeah.
like fucking, all 90s shit. He said, yeah, I gave him $250. I bought all his shit. I'm like, fuck, dude. He
Smart.
just did that. I go, that was fucking smart. Dude.
I got rid of all my DVDs.
Yep.
And I had about 60 or 70 Xbox games. I donated it all to Goodwill.
Yep.
So somebody got all that shit. No, not my
crazy.
console. My niece still has my console, my 360 Elite one with the
Yep.
Wi-Fi and the built-in. But all those digital games that are on there, she still have.
It just,
But
gosh.
the store's gone. So now it's basically going to go where you just stream everything. You will own nothing. You'll never be happy.
Yeah.
You will eat the bugs.
But then you run into now where there's stuff that's on the streaming that they take off and they just don't show anymore.
Yep.
And it's happening already.
Well, there's been movies that you can't find. Like none of the streaming. One of them is, and I've gone nuts about it. If Looks Could Kill with Richard Grieco, it's not on a. So I don't know. Maybe not today. I haven't checked in about a month or two.
It's on Tubi TV.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. Good.
It is. No, I'll tell you
Because
that
it was gone for years.
You could find
Download it for free.
I will not tell you. I can tell you. It took me like basically 2 years to download that thing. Finally, when I got it years ago.
Ultraviolet.
I can't find. I tried, but I could not get a copy of If Looks Could Kill. It took so long, and finally somebody put one up, and it took me days to finally download it. It was the slowest downloading thing I've ever had.
We have Ultraviolet on this flash drive.
But If Looks Could Kill is in fact on Tubi TV.
No,
that I can guarantee you right now.
Michael Corbin.
It's a good movie. I watched it a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I watch it all the time because it's got the shoes where you can walk down the walls and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is actually it's quite a clever movie. It's not a great movie, but it's a fun movie.
What's old Grieco been up to? I wonder.
I don't know.
Nothing.
I liked it because it took place in Detroit at the beginning. He went to school in Detroit and they showed the school. I'm like, that's not fucking Detroit.
Yeah.
And they went to a class trip to France. Which the whole movie was probably filmed in New York from front to back.
It was Toronto.
Oh, was it? Okay.
They did film overseas, but it was like Hungary or some shit.
Yeah.
They didn't film in Paris or anything. They filmed in Toronto and they filmed in Hungary. Or they probably filmed the whole fucking thing in Hungary because it's cheaper.
It was dirt cheap.
If Looks Could Kill, it's a good movie. I don't care.
Yep.
And, movie I was trying to find, man, I just forgot what it was. You said it, and now I can't remember what I was gonna say. There was a movie I wanted for the longest time. I could not find it. Doesn't matter. I lost it. Fuck.
Yeah.
It's gonna start a whole new conversation starter right there, and I lost it.
So I think just to spite the man, I'm gonna get like a gaming PC just to liberate video games.
You should.
Not pirate.
Not
liberate.
pirate. I'm just that's all I do is liberate.
I will not take anything that takes any money from anyone.
No.
But if it's a game that's sitting out in the ether and no one owns it, no one can find it, I'm getting it.
Well, a lot of the reasons they're getting rid of these things, they're not getting rid of them, but like HBO is pulling a lot of stuff that was made by Cartoon Network and some of these smaller outfits and stuff because every time it shows, they have to pay these people. And they're pulling it so they don't have to pay the people. That's how they're saving money, is by not showing this stuff. So if you want to go and watch, like, it was cartoons that came out after our time, but like Ed, and Eddie, and
I remember.
So there's that. You can't watch them because they don't want to pay the people, the creators, for the shows. And every time they show them, they have to pay them monthly for however many times.
But now you could still find them somewhere.
No.
Some of them you can't.
You could if you are a pirate, yes.
Oh.
But if you just
But like
has
the
a streaming
whole
service,
Viacom scrubbing,
that's
just completely scrubbing. That's fucked
gone.
up.
That's gone.
That's just fucked up.
Yep.
Because I mean, I know it's just music news, but anybody could just say, oh no, back in 1985, this and it. No, I remember watching this on MTV. Well, it doesn't exist anymore. So prove it.
They had a lot of documentaries and stuff too.
Yes, that's what I mean. They had a lot of good shit.
A lot of good stuff, man.
Yes.
And they had remember the one with the people with OCD and some of the other stuff. Some of those documentaries.
Oh
were
yeah,
shit,
fuck
man.
yeah, they were really good.
I was like, those people are crazy. And then I actually met people like that. Like have to tap stuff like 3 times.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
I worked with that guy that had to measure. He had to have the same exact the lines on the where he parked. His tires had to be the same distance.
Oh yeah.
On one side. And then people were making fun of him, and I'm like, dude, you think he fucking likes that? Pretty sure that fucking sucks. And I saw him at the bank one day, and he had to walk 3 times around every column before he could walk in.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Like outside, there was all these columns in front of the bank, and he had to walk around all of them.
Like a figure 8 type thing?
Yeah, like he'd walk around 3 times, go over here,
Fucking
and then
A.
walk in the door. I'm like, oh, fuck.
That would suck.
People are like, he's weird. I go, dude, you think he wants to be like that? There's no way he wants to be. And he was super nice, too. He was the janitor at the place. He was super nice, man.
Yeah, I've seen that one. He has to do the light 10 times 1,
Yeah,
You
yeah,
read 4 or 5 till it feels right.
yeah,
He kept doing his flicking it on and off.
yeah. And it just fucked up.
I got a little bit of that. A little.
I
bit.
think everybody does to a
Oh,
certain
yeah.
extent.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you ever will lock your doors and check it like 15 times. Like
I got a thing with like when I set my machines up, I have to I can't have odd numbers at the end of my. It's weird.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I literally will move it 1/10.
Well, because you'll die, as we
Yeah.
know.
I literally move it 1/10, 1/10 of which is like nothing.
Well-
It's smaller than a strand of hair. It's like
Yeah.
taking a hair and splitting it 30 times. But I'll move it that 1/10 just so that the end number is a fucking 0 or something even.
Some
Yeah,
of them.
yeah.
Some
I've been doing it since I started. I'm just
Hey, whatever.
some of them old sayings are simply OCD. Like step on a crack, break your mom's back.
Yeah, yeah,
That's some OCD shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
yeah. I've tried my hardest my whole life to not walk on cracks,
Yeah,
dude.
I do
my
too.
whole fucking
Well,
life.
because you'll die.
Yeah.
If I'm walking down the sidewalk,
I just imagine my poor mother going, fucking breaking
you get home, it's like
Stop stepping on the
you
crack.
get home and dad's like, your mother's a traction.
You son of a bitch! You just couldn't stop.
You caused this.
When I walk down the sidewalk, I have to take 2 steps in each block. No more, no less.
Now I'm gonna be checking that when I walk.
I take like if because how big a block is one like
Yeah.
a 3x3 or whatever, it's 3
Yeah.
feet by 3 feet. 1 step at the beginning of the block and 1 at the end. But I hit my stride, so I'm hitting it perfectly in every
But
block.
you're not stepping on any crack.
But then when you get to those smaller blocks, like
yeah.
it throws me off. I do one in that, and then I do like the little shuffle.
Yeah.
So I go back to my normal one on the next one.
Right.
I also count stairs when I walk down them.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's normal.
But
But I only do that because
you're not breaking mom's back
it's true.
at all.
It's probably from that. So, and I think I don't know why I started doing it, but the stairs I've always done where I count them when I go down because a lot of times I'm getting ready for work in the dark and I don't want to turn any lights in certain spots. Not that anybody's in the basement, but
Demons.
But I count it because that way I can go down there in the dark and I know exactly how many steps there are. And actually, I think it started when we moved into our house in East Point because we had an upstairs. And I was doing it a lot then because I could go downstairs in the dark and I knew exactly how many stairs. It's like landing and then 8 stairs or 9 stairs.
Right.
I just count them every time.
Right.
And now every time I walk down my basement stairs, because it's 8, when I get to the bottom, I'm like, Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Haas and Pfeffer Incorporated.
Yeah.
That's every time.
Every time. Yeah.
That's from a TV show, kids.
Yeah.
I was getting
A
ready to go
very,
out.
very old TV show, even by our standards.
It was literally on before it.
Yeah.
It started before I was born, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
I the other night
Haas and Pfeffer, and I do a little skip too. Haas
Yeah.
and Pfeffer Incorporated. No, I don't.
I was getting ready to go out for my walk and I had all the lights shut off. So normally I'll wait and I'll kick that last light off as I'm going up the stairs, but it was already off.
Yeah.
So I must have moved maybe an inch too close to before I go to step up on the first
You got
step.
the stair.
So I had my big skate shoe on and it just flicks the metal strip at the front,
Yep.
but it goes all the way up it. So it's like, and it's just echoes through the fucking house. I'm like, dude, I'm like, oh, I made legitimately, I'm like, oh, holy shit. I'm like,
Okay, so Premise Land is departing. I'm going to go see you guys later, fellas.
all right,
But could
premise.
you still keep the stream on so it looks like people are watching?
Right.
Turn on 3 devices.
We'll lull you
and
to
like
sleep.
and share.
We'll
Yeah.
lull you to sleep.
Thanks, cuz.
But yeah, so it was super loud and I know it was
Pillow talk. Radio
yeah, it was definitely one of the days
Baba
that
Booey.
Dad goes to work in the morning because he was already sleeping. And I'm like, man, they're gonna be asking me if I fucking hurt myself tomorrow.
I thought
and
you were
shit.
gonna tell me. I thought you were gonna say you fell up the stairs.
No, I've done that a billion
I've
times,
done
but
it
this
too.
time I didn't.
That was my senior quote. I
Yeah.
fell up the stairs.
Yeah.
In high
was it?
school. I fell. No, I fell, but it's actually I fell up. The whole thing was I fell up the stairs, but I amended it to I fell, and that was my senior quote.
Nice.
But yeah, that was good stuff. Oh, speaking of video games, you I didn't read it a lot, but Game Informer magazine, it's over 33 years of Game Informer magazine, and it no longer exists. Game Informer, basically, game reviews, game
Right.
cheat codes, whatever it might be, anything to do with gaming was in Game Informer.
Right.
PC, console, whatever it might be. Articles about stuff. It was a good magazine. I personally didn't read that one. I was a fan of EGM, Electronic Gaming Monthly. I just thought they were better. It was just my thing. That's been gone for quite a few years now, though. And yeah, because I don't know if you know this, but print is dead.
Yes.
No one wants to buy magazines anymore.
Can you even buy a newspaper anymore?
Yeah,
Oh,
you can.
okay.
You can buy newspapers.
It's not very.
No,
There's
but
probably, yeah.
but back when they were big, because like Wizard was a comic book magazine. I would read that, and it had more of a sense of humor. And to me, Electronic Gaming Monthly also had more of a sense of humor than Game Informer. It was too serious. They would they'd have like April Fool editions and stuff, but Game Informer was just like almost like IGN now is. It's like vanilla. You know what I mean? And they always had bad reviews for good games too. They were the same way as IGN. It's like everybody's like, "This game's the best ever," and they're like, "We'll give it a 6."
We'll give it a 6. Yeah.
It's like, what?
And they always like
Game
these,
Informer is kind of like that.
or some game that's average, they'll freaking praise to the
Yes.
heavens.
Yeah. Like,
This game's
Oh,
really
you mean
good.
like movie critics?
they're
yeah.
just like movie critics.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the same thing.
Blast everything, every big blockbuster movie, and then all the artsy fartsy stupid ones. you know?
Yeah. Games journalists and gamers hate each other.
Yeah.
They hate each other with a passion.
Oh, I'm sure.
And it's the same thing with but like the user reviews on IMDb, you're always like, it's different than the critics.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
We always know. We all know what the best
Well,
movies
yeah.
are.
I mean, sports. They can't stand the reporters.
Yeah.
Musicians. They don't like most of the people that write about them.
no.
Yeah.
Because they're always assholes.
Well,
I get people that have when people inject an agenda into reporting, that's when the problem.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be objective.
Like the Baseball Hall of Fame. The writers are the ones who decide.
yeah.
Yeah.
The fucking snobby ass asshole writers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who are who if you don't talk, like Jack Morris not getting into the Hall of Fame when he won how many games did he win? How many fucking World Series did he move?
How dare he would rather be in Montana with his ranch than kiss their ass.
Yeah. Right. Yep.
The winningest pitcher of a decade.
Yeah.
He was the winningest pitcher in the 80s.
Yeah. And it took him how many? Yeah.
And then it's crap.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and like that. I mean, that shit just like. So the Hall of Fame was today.
Yeah.
For football.
Football Hall of Fame was today. Yes.
And
baseball was.
Dwight Freeney did not get in on the first ballot.
He did not.
I'm really, really, really just dumbfounded by the fact that he did. Yep.
I'm not into football the way you guys are anymore, but I know that guy was always like a Pro Bowler.
Fuck yeah, spin moving motherfucker, man. He had a signature move.
He's
Okay.
on the Colts, right?
Yes. Yep. He played for he played for the Colts mostly.
Yeah. I remember him.
Went
if
to
I remember him,
Arizona
he was good.
Went to Arizona for a little bit. We had him for a year.
Seattle.
Yeah, but also, it's a really good class this year. Andre Johnson's getting in. There's a lot of good players getting in.
He was first ballot, right?
Yeah.
He better be.
Yeah, he was the first Texan.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
First Houston Texan to get in the Hall of Fame.
Yep. I didn't think about that either.
Yeah. Real humble dude, really good dude, really deserving of the Hall of Fame for sure.
There was a few people that were down on. Devin Hester had a bit of a hard time getting in.
That and because
he's a specialist.
It's mostly special teams.
But
I mean, dude, look, the fucking Chicago shouldn't have even been in the Super Bowl. And the one highlight from them in 2007?
Sure.
Yeah. Was the fucking kickoff of the game. He runs it back for a touchdown. They did nothing else.
No.
But, it was the most boring. I mean, the best part of the game was Prince.
It's even though he wasn't playing, entire series, he was only
No.
playing part. He was the best at what he did.
Dude, he is the greatest returner
Oh yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%. There's some really, really, really fantastic returners. Devin Hester's the greatest returner I've ever seen. Well, no, not even just that I've ever seen. He's just the greatest returner, period.
Yes.
He's phenomenal at it,
Besides,
and that was his position.
Him and Dante Hall.
Dante Hall was super fucking good too.
But he didn't do it quite as long as Devin Hester did.
Hester landed.
I got one problem with Hester though.
He played for the Bears.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
come on.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then the next guy we're going to talk about.
Mongo.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have to
Mongo.
break character again. Had to break character.
Really, really, really cool dude. Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell of a wrestler.
I mean,
yeah.
Mike Coconuts is like, whatever you do, don't watch that
Oh, I won't.
because he says it's so.
I won't watch his induction.
Yeah, they say
Oh.
it's sad.
Oh, dude, they came to his house.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. He's
I haven't watched it though.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I recorded it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, they were doing. They were all going to his house after. Yeah.
Wow.
So sad.
Yeah. It's. Oh yeah, dude.
I remember pro wrestling too,
all the
man.
shit they were just showing him, why did it take so long? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
Because he was
very opinionated about a lot of things, wasn't he?
he has the third most sacks of any interior lineman in the history of football.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Only Warren Sapp and John Randall have more
who are basically
first timers.
yeah. And then he's third, and then it took this long.
Yeah,
Wow.
the dude retired in 95. So he was eligible in 2000. It's been 24 years. I'm sorry.
I don't see your point.
Well, at least
It's
I guess it's
unacceptable.
better than posthumous.
Yeah.
Whatever that word is
yeah.
that I can't say right now.
Posthumously.
Posthumously, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They didn't. Yeah.
Oh, dude, his wife said it. His wife's like, she's like, I really believe he's holding out for this.
Yeah.
Because I mean, ALS sucks, dude. His
Oh.
brain's completely there. His body's fucking completely useless.
Yeah.
It sucks. He's a very opinionated, but I always thought he was a cool dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he played for the fucking Bears, but he played for the Bears his whole fucking career. Lives in Illinois.
Yep.
So I mean,
Part of the Four Horsemen.
yeah, he's
Legend, dude.
yeah, he's a legend. I mean, to me, it's like, it's not the Hall of Very Good. It's the Hall of Fame, and he was he was one of the greatest. He was a famous fucking player.
Yep.
So whoever's making these decisions, fuck off. You have to go by what's there, what's real.
Yeah.
Remember he got kicked out of Wrigley Field for calling out the ump.
Yeah.
Oh,
during
yeah.
the seventh inning stretch.
Yeah.
He goes, that umpire down there, let me tell you something. It was a southern accent.
Yeah.
And,
They booted him.
I forgot his wife was involved with the wrestling too, wasn't she?
Yeah, she's banging.
Misty?
Yeah, she's a
Yeah.
hottie.
And he was married to Deborah first, too.
Deborah, that's right.
Oh,
right.
Really?
That Stone Cold's woman. She later became Stone Cold's woman.
Oh, no
Yeah.
shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But
She kind of went through a lot.
She got with
These
Yeah.
dudes,
Yeah,
man.
there's wrestling women. They got around.
Yeah, Misty.
Well, they also had to
Misty,
deal with a lot
she's
of
a,
shit, too.
Yeah.
Misty's a bad broad, man.
Yeah.
She's a bad broad. They were talking to her, and they did this whole little thing on ESPN, and
Yeah.
I mean, she's a dedicated woman.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
That's it. It's, I don't know.
Anyway, Mongo,
ALS was
You were a
horrible.
great player, and you deserve this. And welcome to the Hall of Fame. You deserve it. I act like I'm there. Welcome to the Hall of Fame.
Right,
Like,
welcome.
yeah.
Al
Yeah.
personally wants to welcome you
Steve,
in.
welcome to the Hall of Fame, brother.
Yeah. Campbell Mania. You see
Yeah.
Hogan with Campbell?
Yeah.
The Campbell Mania.
Yeah.
Campbell's
Oh,
standing
yeah.
there trying not to laugh.
Yeah, they showed Freeney walking in, and he walked in, and Dungy was standing there. He didn't see him at first, Dungy was standing there. He's like, "Oh yeah, of course you better be here." I think he inducted him though.
Oh, did he?
I think so.
I kind of forgot the Hall of Fame.
Oh
was
no,
here.
no, maybe he didn't because yeah, it's hard to say because they all sit on the side, so he might have been. I think he was. I missed that part of it. I got it recording. It starts at midnight again. They're rerunning it,
Okay.
so I didn't watch it earlier in the day.
Is it on NFL Network or something?
No, it was on ESPN.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it was on from 12 to 3 and then again from midnight to 3.
So you watch on your ESPN. You know what you can't watch on your cable vision?
Yeah.
So, Mike,
Yeah.
remember how Tigers games, Bally Sports coming back to Xfinity?
Yeah. That was great news.
Yeah.
There's a caveat.
What's that?
You have to up your TV package to a higher tier in order to get it.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I guess I don't have
So
it.
now I have to order. I would have
The
to
ultimate
order
tier.
Yeah. It's like $30-something more, I think it is.
It's 20.
Oh, okay, 20-something more.
But that's the thing.
Yeah,
you could just
but
get
it's-
rid of your cable and get the Bally Sports app if you're going to pay $20 a month, if that's what you really want.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Can I do the app?
Right.
You do the app, but
That's if I
That's
wanna
a lot
see the
for
Tigers.
that's a lot for an app for me to just watch a Tiger game.
Yeah, I know.
But, it just
What-
goes back to my view on all of this anyways. It's, these are the sports in our fucking town. We pay for, if it wasn't for us, there would not be these
You should be
sports.
able to get a pair of rabbit ears and watch them.
Every
Yeah.
game, yes. In your hometown, in your home state where your team plays, this should never be an issue for any
Ever.
sport. Any of them. You fucking greedy fucks.
so yeah, what they're doing is for 3 months, you can get it for $20 a month, but they're going to give you a discount of $20. And then after that, it goes up to the full price. So basically,
Yeah, fuck off.
for how many things do you watch on Bally Sports? Tigers?
It's Tigers, Pistons, and Red
Brian,
Wings.
do you have an over?
So I guess it is kind of
of
worth it.
I do have an over the air antenna.
Do you need any kind of conversion or anything?
No.
Just do the over the air.
No, you don't need any. It's over the air and it looks. That's why I watch Lions games.
Because that
What do you-
raw HD naked.
What do you mean?
Naked
oh, you
signal.
just put
Antenna.
that- Oh, okay.
just an antenna.
You look at John Cena. he's like,
I didn't have any problem.
Antenna. You
Yeah.
can't see it though.
I didn't have.
You
I
can't see
didn't
the
have any-
antenna.
Yeah, I didn't have any problem when I.
No, I mean
Yeah.
that's how I watch Lions games is because Fox 2 is over the air and
Well, yeah, that's
It's-
how I watched
it's
until we
cleaner.
got before we got Xfinity. 5 years ago. I
Yes.
always watch, but it was funny
no delays.
in my room with the TV I had and my antenna to watch Fox 2.
Yep.
I had to have my main light off.
It's interfering with it. Yeah.
It wouldn't turn on.
Well,
But every other channel would work.
Yeah.
Except for that one. But if I turned it on, it worked.
what you needed to do was run a coax cable from your TV through the walls, out through the utility room, and out the front wall of the house, and put the antenna outside, and point it at
At
National
Ford
Coney
Field?
Island.
yeah.
Point it at the National Coney Island and 11 and
I'm gonna get one of those.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a super duper one and put it on my
oh, you should
house.
get one.
And I want to
that's-
pick out like Toronto stations and
You
shit.
got to get 30 feet.
30 feet in the air.
30 feet. That's what you need. 30 feet. If you want the best,
no problem.
and you want
Got
to make it.
I mean, he had pirate radio going.
Where I had it.
you want to
But
make
that
it.
was 47 feet.
I was gonna say
Oh, if you go, go up that high. You're fine.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure it's something that's like omnidirectional.
yeah. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want.
It'll still be stronger in whatever direction it's pointed, but you'll still pick
Well,
up the stuff behind it.
It's okay if you to have a directional is better if you have a rotor.
Yeah,
You gotta
just
have a
turn it.
rotor.
Yeah, yeah.
If you don't got a rotor, then there's no point in getting directional.
And if you want CBC, you got to point that thing at Belle Isle
Yeah, CBC. Yeah.
because that one's further up down the river, up the river.
So I guess
Down by the
22 bucks a month for Bally's. Part of the year is not bad
Well-
because you're going to get baseball, the end of baseball, the beginning of
Well,
basketball and hockey,
yeah, but here's the thing: you're
but that's it.
not just getting Bally's by going up to Ultimate. You get whatever's in the Ultimate tier.
Oh, okay.
So you're getting Bally's and this and this and this.
Okay,
and
so
this.
then I just need to look and see what's up.
yes. See what's part of that ultimate tier.
Yeah, because that Discovery. When I first got it,
Yeah.
when I first got Motor Trend, it was $4.99 a
Discovery's
month. But now it's all part of the Discovery Plus package. So there's like, I don't know, there's like 10 or 12, 15. I mean, there's a bunch.
There's so much stuff,
but
on
it's
Discovery.
$8.99.
You know
You know?
what though? There's so much. There's too much content for that $8.99. They
Yeah.
have
Because they got like TLC,
everything.
they got Discovery, they got like, there's a ton of them. There's a ton of
the
channels.
Motor Trend, like you said.
Yeah, there's a ton of channels.
The Magnolia Network. Which I don't care about.
Like I haven't even scrolled the whole thing.
Yeah, it's so much stuff.
Yeah, there's like when I go, because I go through it through Prime.
Travel.
I got it originally. I did it through Prime.
Yeah,
because I could get some of the Motor Trend channel stuff, and then, but I could barely get it. And then they're like, "Oh, if you get the Motor Trend channel, it's $4.99." I'm like, "Bam!" So I was getting all that, and then they're like, "It's going to go up to $8.99, but it's a Discovery Plus." And I'm like, I don't want all this stuff. And then I looked, I'm like, holy crap, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out, like, when I go out there.
If I'm not mistaken, I have to look at it when I get home. Or I can look at it.
Because what I'm more than likely going to do is I'm going to buy the YouTube.
The TV, yeah.
Because I got to have football.
Oh, yeah.
I got to have
You saw that
Lions.
the federal judge reversed it. Now is in favor of the NFL.
Yeah.
You know, they got ruled against them, and they were trying to fill $4 billion they're going to pay. This new federal judge is like, no, that's fine. They're good.
Oh, see, like
so
I thought
it in their favor this time.
I thought it was still going to be ongoing, but okay.
Well, whatever appeal they did, real quick, he was. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, the YouTube TV is a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And it's like $72 a month.
Yeah.
And that automatically comes with the package.
Okay.
I think so. I'm almost positive. I got to look into that because like I don't want to spend a lot of money on TV, but I can't. I'm not going to miss my Lions. I'm not going to miss any of my sports. So, you know, I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll just do it just during fucking.
You could
during the major part of the season, and then do like 6 months out of the year, and then just cut it off every fucking year.
You know, honestly, I think if they offered Sunday Ticket as its own separate streaming app, people would buy it.
Yeah, they would be better off to. Yeah, but instead they're making them do the YouTube.
It's got to be part of a TV package.
Yeah.
If you could do it a la carte, you could get that thing for 6 months, and you pay $75 or $80, let's say, for 6 months. I think they would get more people than they know what to do with.
Well, with DirecTV, you bought the package.
Yeah.
But like, you had regular TV, but the package was $70 a month for 4 months every year. And then like you could get discounts. I got discounts all the time. I would call and complain about something, and they'd fucking give me like the baseball package for the whole year for free and shit. I loved them. They were great. But yeah, but like this is like I think it's all part of YouTube TV, and it's like $72 or $73 a month. And then during the football season, you get the football package. Well, my thought was like, well, what I don't know. I got to see what else comes with it.
Yeah. It's like 60 or 70 channels.
Yeah. So I mean, if there's a decent amount of channels, if I can get, mainly what I want.
Yeah.
This is the way it should be anyway. You should be able to go and pick something and pick all the channels.
Build your own package.
You should be able to build your app package for your smart TV.
Yeah,
I agree. But
so my dad finally switched over to Xfinity because WoW was going down on him on the weekend. He got tired of it.
Dude, I'm telling you, that's what happened to me. It's the only reason I left him is because the second year I had it during the summer, my internet was down every fucking week.
Remember our show?
Yeah.
We couldn't stream on the weekend.
Yeah.
That was happening
do
every weekend. We did. Yeah, we didn't know. And then
I couldn't play video games. Well, I can't game or do my show or anything.
Yeah,
how am I gonna live?
It would show it was working, and then fucking it would
outside?
cut out. Yeah, well, I know Neil. Same thing. Neil was like, he signed up for their internet only.
Yeah,
and they're like, he goes, yeah, it was a deal they had, and it was like, not much, $40 a month, something like that.
That's what I had.
And they're like, next month, they're like, oh no, it's this much. He's like, no, it was supposed to be no. Oh no, that was just an introductory. And he goes, come get your shit. I'm done with you.
Yep.
And now he doesn't have any fucking internet in his house.
How's he live?
Also,
he's got his phone. That's it.
The house phone at my parents that held for years.
Yes.
Predates my birth.
Oh my God.
It's gone.
Oh no.
Wait, the number's gone?
The landline. Yeah. It was because he switched it over to Comcast. WoW did their phone, it did their cable, and the
Oh
they-
yeah,
and
okay,
it was all in
yeah.
one package.
Yeah,
Phone, cable, and internet.
basically what I
Triple
was
play.
told with the home number is if we wanted to, like, if we were going to switch, this was when we were thinking about switching to Xfinity. Xfinity told them, they're like, if you want to keep that number, you got to start up Xfinity before you cancel whatever you have,
Yeah.
or
Well,
you can't take
Well,
that number.
my dad didn't care. Well, my mom passed, and he's like,
Yeah.
"That's her number, man.
Yeah.
Whatever."
Yeah,
And they and he just decided to is just like all I need really is the internet and an app, a couple apps of things I need, like we're talking.
yeah,
So he just has I have the 600 meg one.
Yep.
He has the 300 because he doesn't need 300's plenty.
Oh yeah.
It's more than enough to game. Sure, hey, you can do a lot. And he's basically paying peanuts for 300 meg. That's all he
Yeah.
got.
yeah. That's all he needs.
Yeah, that's all I need.
So
For just him and just an old guy sitting there. He's got his YouTube. He watches fucking Jimmy McCarty and the fucking Rockets or whatever that band's.
yeah, the Rockets.
Yeah, all that
Yeah.
shit that he's into.
Wow.
I didn't know.
So-
Yeah, your dad's
That
still
kinda threw
jamming
me
that.
off, man.
Your
That-
dad's still jamming his shit.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Oh.
fucking
sweet. I love the Rockets.
thick women dancing. That's another. I looked at his
Thick women dancing,
Yeah, he's subscribed to all these like thick chicks.
just dancing. No, like
Yeah, it's nothing. It's not
Yeah.
pornographic.
Not pornographic, but
It's
still.
on YouTube. It's just thick chicks.
nice.
Stuff we all like.
Yeah, we all.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, that threw me off. You guys don't have that phone number anymore.
No, it's gone.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Well,
Wow.
no one's called it.
I know, but it's still it's
Yeah.
like there's 3 numbers I remember
Well,
in my life.
it's
and
not
that's one of
yours
them.
anymore, so we can say what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, we could dock somebody.
I know that.
My sister, her phone blew up. So I just because we all got iPhone 14s. Me, my dad, my mom. We never activated my mom's.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, here you go. And but I had to change the number because it was weird. The first text she sent me said "mom." I'm like,
Oh,
nope,
no,
we're
no.
changing this. I went and called her like, hey, we got to change. She's like, well, what's the issue with the number? I go, that's my mom's number. She's no longer here. And I don't. It's not so much that is I could change it to sister, but I don't want to get like a random text
In the middle of the night, you wake up to a text
Yeah.
from your mom.
yeah, or as someone because some people don't know they could still think she's alive. Not everybody gets the intel.
Right.
You know what I mean? It could be someone
Right.
that one of her friends from God knows where. Like, how's it going, Kath?
Yeah.
Right.
Uh, So
Wow.
yeah, but yeah, there's that. My childhood number is gone.
Yeah. Ours is still there.
yeah. Yeah.
But it's still it's ours. We haven't had it as long as you guys had yours.
But you still
Uh,
have a landline
yeah.
just for like.
Grandma.
Did she?
Yeah, Grandma got that. That was Grandma's number.
So
Yeah,
you-
but she didn't move into the house until like 1980.
No, 1978.
Well, they had it before 78.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, before he was born.
it was for me. It was they moved in that house in 77 or something.
Oh yeah. They moved in 77, right? Just
Yeah.
before he
Yeah.
was born.
So I mean, it was like those two
Yeah.
numbers were there.
Yeah, there was only like 6 or 8 months difference between when Aunt Kathy when you guys moved in here, and Grandma moved in to
Wow.
Roseville. Yeah, wasn't that long. It was less than a year.
So
for
do
sure.
your parents have it just for like business and landline stuff?
No, I'm gonna for business. Yeah.
All the
Yeah.
business.
Well, I mean,
all
people
our-
calling them, they're if they
Dude,
got a
yeah.
They're still
IRS, whoever.
That's
Doctors.
that's slowly been declining, the amount of people that call that number
Yeah.
there.
Well,
But I was gonna keep it. I was gonna get the cell phone with that number on it for my mom, but I don't know.
Well, that's what it was actually the original plan for my mom's cell phone because I've had that number. I'm like, we can just make it your number.
Yeah.
But then she was like, you know what? Then I'll get calls from because she still did all their bills and all that was
Yeah.
on there. And I was like, all right.
Yeah.
So it's just, but that number barely was. That's like how you're describing with your parents' landline. This is it barely ever got.
Oh, I
called.
mean,
Yeah.
90% of the stuff they get is probably crap calls on it.
yeah.
Uncle Danny calls it.
Now, this is Ron Jeet.
Yeah.
I was wondering to introduce you guys to this new product.
Ron G. That's guy from the Ronco, right?
yeah. Preetham. That was another.
Grandma didn't move in there in 78. She moved in there in 79. You were born in 79.
Yeah.
Grandpa died in 79.
Yeah.
She moved in right after you were born.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
End of 79.
So that was it's
Yeah, because that's when you were born. I forgot.
Did you-
I forget all that shit. Yeah, but I forgot that they moved that much before.
yeah
I-
that number's been
do-
forever.
Do you guys agree with what's her name, Grimes, that like there's two different types of humans? There's ones before the internet and ones after.
Yeah.
We're like what were we called, homo techno or something? What you
Homo techno?
or like we're just like I call us homo techno, which is like you're like part human, part cyborg.
Is
Yeah.
because you're logged into the machines, man.
Is she
True.
pre-internet age?
No, she's
Oh.
younger than
I
we
was gonna
are.
say.
She's about 33.
I was gonna say.
I mean, she might have not had the internet. She's in her 30s. Probably didn't have access to it. She was like maybe 10 or something. But I was an adult when I had the internet.
Yeah, I would
Legally,
have to say
I was 18.
So like anybody
You were older.
anybody
than that.
that's 30 would be born in 94.
Yeah.
So like anybody that's under 30, I would say has had internet their whole life.
Yeah, they
Like
have.
their whole life that they're gonna remember.
Yeah.
Like 3, 4 years
I know.
old.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the time, you figure by 1998, they're all like 4 years old.
Yep.
There's internet.
when
everywhere.
and especially when broadband, like high speed internet,
Yeah.
like what we're on now, that where you get images right away.
Yeah.
That's when it really.
That's when it
that's when
took
the
off.
world. That's when the world decayed.
That was the end of the world.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Then MySpace was set it off in a different direction, and then now smartphones. I'm just waiting for the brain chip. They're just going to
No.
put the chip in the brain.
Oh yeah, man.
Well, that's what he's got going on now.
Neuralink.
And then when Musk.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
doing Neuralink.
Yeah. We'll be dead before it does anything major.
I'm sure.
I mean, like I've listened to him talk all about like what it's gonna, what their initial plans are for it, and I mean it's great, but what could happen is, I mean anything could happen too. AI could fucking, I mean we might have President AI in 4 years.
Yeah.
It could happen that fast because, look how quick it's developed.
Yeah, I think it's also like it's almost kind of utopian in a way. Like we're gonna fight the machines. It's one final battle. Like
Yeah.
you got to visualize. That's like I'm not lucky enough to go down in an awesome blaze of glory.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get like henpecked by a machine. You
Mhm.
cannot do this.
Sorry,
And, like,
sorry.
Sit
Yeah.
there. You need to lose weight. Your cholesterol's up.
I've just decided that, I'm not going to worry about any of that. I'm just, if it happens, it happens. What can I do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
you can
move
fight,
across.
man.
I'm gonna move across, and
Sorry. I was trying to censor Al there. I
I've
hit the wrong.
I've
mute
only
button.
got.
Oh, we can't talk about that, Al. You're muted.
When I go across country and I start this new career, I mean, the only thing I'm thinking about is making as much money as possible. Success,
Making
baby.
bank, bro.
Gonna make the money, man. It's
Success.
still the same.
Success. That's it. Not settling.
Yeah,
No.
No. Then I can, then I could be like, oh, now I'm gonna go and disappear and get away from all you fucking robots and go live in
Yeah.
the mountains.
You're gonna go hang out with DB Cooper. He's living in the same area.
Yeah. Except for he's
Sasquatch up there.
probably dead by now.
Probably. Hey, technically, we did forget a dethroned
Ooh.
Aerosmith.
Oh,
the band. Yeah.
They're done.
yeah.
So they're not going to do any more shows.
So like, I didn't know when you guys said that. I was gonna text back. I was gonna be like, wait, that's been happened.
Well,
That
yeah,
it was
well, they-
coming to an end. But now I read
Yeah.
what you guys were talking about.
because they had postponed it last year because of his vocal cords, but it's not getting any better.
Oh,
So they haven't been doing their tour. It's been postponed since September of last
So what
year.
did he have vocal cord surgery?
I don't know. I guess I haven't read. I didn't do any research. I don't know.
Wow.
We don't look into
So
any of
that's
the topics
that's
we talk about.
official-
Are you
yeah, that's
crazy?
You know,
officially
you
it
do
then.
research before the show. Come on.
Well, I saw the article. I didn't read it.
Yeah, he's been having trouble since last year, so they'd postponed it, hoping it would get better, and it's not. And they finally just said, "Nope, that's it."
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. Well, there's
They were
nobody sings like Steven Tyler. You are not putting somebody else in his place.
and I don't think they would anyways. It was just
Yeah.
it's and plus they weren't getting along super well
they never
haven't.
really did.
No,
but
they
even worse than usual.
But they were, when something started going on around, like they really there started to be a real issue when the Vegas residency thing. But when he got hurt, he got hooked on the fucking painkillers, and that was when he realized, holy fuck. He had gotten rid of all the other drugs and he didn't think anything of it. It's just, I'm just going to take them while he got fucking hooked on them. So like he realized, oh fuck, he's got an addictive personality and a problem. And I think that was a big issue with him and Joe Perry, but they've always had problems. Them two have always clashed.
Yeah, they have.
I mean, fuck, when they came back, they split up and then they came back. I mean,
well, Joe Perry
started his own thing at one point.
Joe Perry talked about like doing music without him, and he says, we're kind of like the elements of gunpowder. He goes on our own we're benign. It's like but when we put us together, it explodes.
Yeah.
He's basically said without him and me and him together, it's like I'm not gonna make hits. And I need him. He needs me.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's that way.
Yeah. I'll tell the song More Than Words, Extreme.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Nuno Betancourt do that. I don't know where they're doing it at. It's like it's some kind of ceremony. It's at some kind of event or something. Steven Tyler and Nuno.
Oh, really?
It's fucking amazing.
Is it?
It's fucking amazing. Yeah, I mean, Gary Sharon's not really that good of a singer, in my opinion, anyway. I mean, he's, whatever. He's not, he's just, but.
Fucking littered up Van Halen, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I liked Extreme, I liked him, but like his vocals weren't what made me like him,
Yeah.
But Steven Tyler doing that with Nuno was, I think it's probably about 7 or 8 years old. But it's fucking amazing. It's live.
Well, let's listen to it, Al.
It's live. I thought you said it was Extreme.
It's Extreme.
Okay. Nuno and Steven Tyler. There we go.
Because they're doing this tour without Joey Kramer also. He had already quit. So
he quit?
Of course, we're going to get the ad.
Retired?
Yeah, he's spending more time with his family. So basically, his leave of absence.
He's old.
He's 75 years old.
75 years old. Yeah.
Here's Nuno and Steven.
Saying I love you is not the words I want to hear from you. It's not that I want you not to say, but if you only knew.
Now, this Nuno guy's a decent guitar player, right?
He's all right. I mean, he's no Feldman.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
How you feel more than words is all you have to do to make it real.
Utterly talentless.
Jack Black and Jimmy Fallon did the best.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No, dude, that was sounding pretty good.
That's pretty good.
It's a pretty good version.
Yeah. Nuno's a good guitarist. Steven Tyler.
It might be the same. I think in that same show, Steven Tyler comes out to do Dream On. He's at the piano and fucking Slash comes out and fucking jams with him.
Nice.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that Steven Tyler is actually originally a drummer.
Yes. A lot of singers.
Yeah.
A lot of singers.
I guess.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Timing
yeah.
and everything.
He was
Compared to this cover, though.
Is this Nuno and Steven Tyler?
No, this is I forgot the Racer X.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah, these guys are
Wait,
Racer.
Paul Gilbert?
It's Paul Gilbert. They're very technical.
This is
It's some kid band.
I was like, what?
We living together.
All right.
But still it's farewell.
Is he Asian?
It's one of my
No, they're
No,
they're
they're
white
not.
kids.
They're white
That
kids.
kid sounded Asian, dude.
Well, they
We
live
live it
together. Well, they're like
together.
Norwegian or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're
It's
English
one of
is
my
probably their
favorite
ninth
things
language because they speak like 8
Yeah,
fucking
right,
languages
right.
up there.
It's
They all have like 130 IQs. And they're making fun. You can't even speak English, dummy.
yeah.
Your ninth language. I know languages. Estados Unidos, buddy.
Status Unidos.
Oi,
nachos,
como
burritos.
va?
Oh, go, yeah. Ching, chang, chong.
That's
How
right.
about that, buddy? Ping pong. Yeah, you like me? Yeah, we're living together. The way he says it.
Yeah, I was like, is it Asian?
Maybe we come back.
Dude, that right there, he saw. I was like, I just picture a little Asian dude with a Dutch boy haircut, you know?
Oh, these are white kids.
We living together.
Yeah, now,
But still it's farewell.
Yeah, now I can tell.
And maybe we
Yeah, it's just some.
Yeah, now I can
It's
tell.
Those
real
are
bad.
those got to be like European kids, man.
It's one of the best
Somewhere where it's
covers
cold.
ever.
You know how it looks cold, even though it's like July.
Yeah.
It still looks cold. So somewhere, in
Oh.
Gothenburg or something.
Yeah, but Joey Kramer did a temporary leave of absence, and then eventually turned into he wasn't coming back. So they
Yeah.
did. They were doing this last tour without him, anyways.
Yeah.
So
Dude, they're like 75.
I'll tell you what, we've talked about it because we talked about it before when The Dirt came out, the movie, and talked about the
Mhm.
book. I still think a lot of the Dirt's made up. The Walk This Way book, I don't think any of it's made up. At least it's not. Maybe it's exaggerated. But that's one of the best books you'll ever read.
Yeah.
They're doing cocaine with the pilot.
It's so much stuff going on in that book.
Well, I mean, Aerosmith did a lot of cocaine. That
It-
was
oh,
their drug.
Oh yeah, they did so much.
a
drugs.
lot of it. Yeah. Cocaine was like their thing, man.
As he famous, they said, "What'd you do with all that money?" Because it went up my nose.
Oh, yep. My favorite thing is when they came back and when he was clean finally in the early '80s and stuff,
Yeah.
and something was playing or
That was when they first album was done with Mirrors, like 84, I think.
yeah, but they he heard a song. He's like, "Yeah, that song's really good. What is that?" He's like, "That's us, you fool." He didn't even know whatever song it was. He didn't know it was them.
So out of it.
Yeah. He had no clue. Joe
Yeah.
Perry's like, "That's our song."
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah, he was probably the worst of them. I imagine.
Oh my gosh, he was
they
so
all
bad.
party, but yeah, he was
I just-
probably the worst.
But him, they basically they were recording one of the albums and they rented like not quite a castle, but it was pretty close to a castle.
Yeah.
It's as close to a castle as you can get in America.
Yeah,
And they basically rent it, and they were like sharing mattresses. They were like they just set up big mattresses all over the place, and they were like banging chicks on the same mattress together and stuff. And
Yeah.
someone had crabs, and eventually all of them had crabs.
Oh God.
yeah.
It was bad.
Pure
Yeah.
debauchery.
It was so bad. And then we've told the
Beautiful.
story about how he, convinced his parents to sign over guardianship of the
Oh,
girl
yeah.
to him.
yeah.
We've talked about that a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've talked about them.
Well, you know, that's
those guys
it's
made some of the-
perfectly okay in the 70s
Yeah,
to do that.
they made these streamers look like
Yeah.
look,
yeah.
look good by comparison.
Yeah.
Like some of the stuff they did.
perfectly okay to do back in the 70s.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's one of the
it's
best
just
books you'll
the
ever
way
read.
it was.
Yeah.
One of the best books you'll ever read because it's just like, holy shit. How these people get away with this shit.
Well, you know, as the great Bruce Hornsby would say, that's just the way it is.
Yep.
Doo-doo-ding, doo-doo-ding, doo-doo-ding.
They one of the bands they actually toured with quite frequently, especially in the early 70s, was the New York Dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, and New York Dolls were kind of wild.
No.
And the Aerosmith, known for being pretty wild at that point too, they're like, these guys are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to hang out with these guys.
These New York Dolls guys are kind of nuts, man. Because they're, A, New York, so they're crazy anyways, and then B, drugs,
Yeah.
partying. It was he said it was a pretty crazy time. So David Johansen was probably the tamest of them. The other people in the band were fucking nuts.
Well, yeah. I mean, Killer Kane, he like disappeared and became a Mormon.
Yeah.
Yeah. He passed away. But yeah, he
Well,
Like, went away when they wanted to do the reunion.
Mormonism didn't save you, did it, buddy?
They went and found him when they wanted to get the band back together.
Well, he was already out searching for Joseph Smith. So
Yeah. He was
One of those bands I forgot.
searching for a tablet.
But they did the reunion where they make they took like Vixen and went around like, you guys, will you be willing to reunite
Yeah.
for one night? You know, they
Yeah,
go around
yeah.
to these different. I can't remember if it was which band it was because I watched like 10 of them in a row, so it all blurred together.
Mm-hmm.
But their drummer one day just left, and they were about to blow up. He's like, what happened to him? They didn't know if he had like a mental breakdown. He goes like, no one heard from him. They finally found him like all these years later, and he just told them, he goes, I became a born again Christian, and I didn't know how to tell you guys. He's like, I didn't know what to say or how to say it. I just
So he just
they
left.
just left. He said, I wasn't mad. Nobody did me wrong or anything like that. He goes,
Yeah.
I just didn't want to do it. And
All those things were he was going through all these changes and didn't know what to fucking say to somebody.
yeah, it's like he goes from a regular kid to a rock star. It's like, this ain't for
Yeah.
me, man. He
Right,
just
right.
realized like this.
Yeah.
And, but they're all obviously no one was mad at him because they gather themselves.
Yeah, those
I think it was
reuniting the
Berlin.
bands.
I think it was Berlin. Their drummer.
okay. Reuniting the band. That was the show, right? That was
Yeah.
Bands reunited.
Bands
Bands
reunited because they did one with they did one with Extreme.
Yeah.
But Nuno was like at that time he was like no.
It's shockingly common for them to like be told by a producer or a record company, get rid of this one, they're not as good,
Yeah.
and then the band doesn't really get any better, and it's like should have just kept them and our dignity, and then it's so weird when they come back because a couple of them it wasn't really any big fights, but it's always like a crying because you got rid of me, man. I thought I was, it's like
Right. Yeah.
I thought it was part of it. We started it together and you got rid of me. There's always that scene,
Yeah. Well,
because it's one thing if it's drugs or a fight, because drugs or fight, get it, something's got to give.
yeah.
But when it's like a record producer, like, yeah, tell your friend that you grew up with that he's not good enough and get rid of him.
Yeah. Dude.
And then the band doesn't do any better.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's one thing if they go on to huge things or something, but like what, like
Def Leppard.
yeah.
Def Leppard, they got rid of Pete Willis.
But he was because he was an alcoholic.
And he wasn't so him and Steve Clark, but Steve Clark was the better guitar player
Yeah.
and didn't have a Napoleon complex.
Yeah,
That dude was like super short.
and he
He
was
flipped
drunk.
out. He made them fucking when they took pictures. He made them put them on a box and all this shit. And
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
Joe Elliott was talking. He goes, after a few drinks, he would have readily gotten in the ring with Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
a
yeah.
mean little shit.
yeah, he was a mean little shit. But like he was also, it was volatile because Steve Clark and him would drink together,
Mhm.
and they were like they didn't want Steve Clark out of the band. They didn't want him to drink
Yeah, 'cause,
anymore than he
yeah.
already did.
Yeah, those the band stuff though. When it's so like it's like tense, it's,
Yeah.
Okay, we got to talk about it before we do this reunion show. Why'd you get rid of me in 1987?
Yeah,
It's like, it's always it's again if you get rid of somebody because you're told to, it's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one thing if you can't get along anymore, or
Yeah. But if
Something
some
like-
big wig walks in and is like, you got to get rid of this guy, and you just do it.
or,
Well, yeah,
or,
probably
like
fight.
or like you upgrade to Cliff Burton or something.
Yeah, yeah.
I get that. But when it's like nothing really improved in the band, and it's just like, yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, like Iron Maiden. I mean, they those Paul Di'Anno albums. I love them.
He's a good singer.
It's a great singer, but like I understand they were looking to be something different than anybody else was, and that's Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, Bruce Springsteen.
That's
The
Bruce.
boss. Guy.
That is Bruce Springsteen.
Obviously, Bruce.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean
You take my life and I take
the
yours
music.
too.
I mean, like
Lyrically, they've been a lot different too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Horse's breath.
666.
The number of
It's also
the beast.
saxophone.
Number of the beast.
They have Clarence Clemens in there with them too.
Okay, we're gonna do a 7-hour Springsteen show,
Oh man.
which is one song from Iron Maiden, and like
Yeah.
the loneliness of the long distance, like 14-minute songs.
Yeah. Oh.
Uh,
But yeah, that's if it like you said, if it's something like record Clive Davis walks in and is like, you gotta get rid of this trombone player from your band, and you're like, and you do it without a fight, you're a bitch.
Yeah.
You deserve it. But if it's something like you literally don't get along and you're fighting all the time,
And nothing, it's stagnating the
it's
band.
stagnating the band. Yep. I get it.
Yeah, well, now Vixen, as you could imagine, girls don't get along when.
What?
That is so crazy.
Yeah,
I thought all women get along with
Yeah.
all women.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dudes are pretty bad.
I mean,
advanced, too.
women are just like, they're such easygoing people. There's no complexity at all.
Yeah. They don't base their the the feeling of the room on their moods or anything like that.
Right.
I don't know what you mean.
They could,
They're all level-headed. They're one way all the time.
I mean, guys never understand women that why women never want to go antiquing and
That's what I thought. Vixen, they're drummers from here.
yeah.
Petrucci.
Mhm.
Yep.
According to
her and her brother are both musicians.
according to something that I may have made up, Amanda's friend that she goes to concerts with, that's her aunt.
Oh.
And I don't know if that's true or not.
Oh.
You know what? She kind of
So you
looks
may-
like her.
Yeah.
So you may
kinda
I don't
looks
know
like
what the chick looks like.
Well, we'll talk about it after.
Italian.
I don't want to say.
I
names.
think-
I don't want to say
yeah,
names on
that
the
is-
air. or
Yeah,
anything.
that's her. That's her.
No, well,
Yeah.
I looked at Amanda.
Yeah, that's totally her niece. Yeah,
It looks like her, yeah.
some Italian chick.
Some Italian chick with
She
dark
looks
hair.
like some Italian chick.
Same name, right?
I'm gonna have to have her follow up on that for me. We gotta do some investigating. And we'll be like,
Gotta be
that'll be her in to go, talk to Vixen.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But
or
not at all.
Or we could just go on the
Amanda's-
80s cruise and drink with Vixen.
Oh, yeah, that's true too. None of us drink though.
Yeah, that's right.
We're drinking water and Perrier or whatever they have on those things.
I would if Vixen asked me to. 'Cause
drink.
yeah, if they asked me to,
I
I would
guess.
do it for a night. I guess. I wouldn't go, but that would mean I would go back to the way I was.
No. Well, no. It's not like it's- you just do. You can do one. You're fine.
Yeah, do one drink every now and then.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah, you can drink for both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about with Vixen, not for any.
Oh
other
yeah,
reason.
I'll just be pretending. I'll be like, hey, do you got something that's brown that isn't alcohol?
Yeah.
Yes, Mexican water.
Let's
Yeah,
have-
perfect.
Or,
Yeah.
or if we go on that 80s cruise and here comes Samantha Fox. She points right at me. She says, "I heard about you on the YouTube before.
Yeah.
You're Mike, aren't you, from Radio Underground?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's me. How'd you know?
Yeah.
It's like I'm a listener of yours.
She's like, I want to take you in the pool. Get in the water.
You want your willy wet?
Let's have a drink first.
Get in the water. Can't say water.
It's bloody
Yeah.
flooding out of me now.
Yeah. I mean, I may break it for
It might break.
for Samantha. I might be like, all right, I'll drink with you tonight. No.
Yeah, I'm drinking.
No.
Yeah, just for Sam.
Yeah, I'll be like, no.
Or you can use it for sympathy. Be like Samantha Fox. I really want this, but I've been recovering for this long.
Yeah.
And I've strived to be a better person. She'll just cream, and you'll be like,
Yeah.
I'm in.
I've been through so much.
So much.
But then you could get real lucky. He's like,
The
she's like, now
alcoholism, the
that I'm
cancer.
sober, I do 5-hour marathon tantric sex with you, Al.
Awesome.
Yeah, 5-hour marathon.
I'm
I
gonna
guess.
learn tantric.
Yeah.
I know the breakdown.
Everything gonna be right, baby. Oh no,
You know
Yeah.
tantric already. Everybody
yeah.
knows tantric.
Oh yeah.
yeah. No, there's like that kind of a tour going on. There's like
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I bet.
them, Three Doors Down and Creed, I believe.
That makes sense.
They're gonna be here.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
So it's all the real guys. And
Yep.
One with the southern thing.
Yeah.
yeah. See you to the You know what? I have that's a guilty pleasure of mine. Even though it's such a cheesy, like going for that, like that like
Low hanging fruit.
that low hanging like patriot, that citizen soldier song. You know the song I'm talking about? Citizen shoulder down. You ever hear that?
No,
song?
I don't know that song.
It's so cheesy and stupid, but I love it.
Who's it by?
Three Doors Down.
Oh, I've never heard that.
It's like they probably wrote it because probably their
They've
brothers in the military or something.
yeah.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
they did a lot of shows over there.
Yeah.
Actually,
lot.
here it's gonna be Creed, Three Doors Down, and Mammoth WVH.
Oh.
Okay. I didn't know that Tantric was on that tour, by the way. I was just
I think they are on some dates.
Oh.
But
because
they're
it would
not here.
totally fit. That's the thing. Why aren't they on the whole thing?
Well,
Well,
it's music
yeah.
business. You know how
Because they
things
were
work.
all right around the same time. They all you know, they all kind of got going. I mean, Creed was first, probably 96.
Here it is, Brian. I won't play the whole thing, but I want you to get a feel. This is, of course, they got the the black and white American flag.
Yeah.
See that on a lot of pickup trucks. They're getting ready to march into Iraq right fucking now.
Yeah, I mean, this don't sound like any Three Doors Down I know. I mean, the music's good.
Hey, it's a good song, dude.
Yeah,
it is. It's a great song.
But I mean, it just doesn't sound like, normal.
It will. Just give it time.
Yeah.
I like that bass. I'll just play it one verse, chorus, and then I'll.
Yeah.
I'll be there to help. On that day when you need your brothers and sisters to hear, I'll be right here. Citizen soldiers holding the
Yeah, I mean, definitely Three Doors Down now. I can hear.
Yeah.
You can hear it now. Tantric is here October 24th at the Token.
All right.
I
So
see.
no,
They will be here. And if you don't see him that night, you can see him 2 nights later in Kalkaska.
All right.
All right.
That's up north.
All right.
I just wish you were
Or-
on East Side's.
Yeah, I wish there's something.
You give it all.
Why aren't they playing the Diesel?
They basically
Oh, yeah.
Tantric
Good
was
place.
Tantric was formed because Travis couldn't fucking
Yeah, Three Doors
shake-
Down, right?
No.
Or not Three Doors Down, Days of the New.
Yeah, he couldn't quit dope,
Yeah.
so they had
Well,
to form
yeah, they
Tantric.
did that first album. Well, yeah, he was a cock too,
He was
because he was like, I could do this without any of those guys in the
Yeah.
band.
Yeah, and
sucked.
Yeah,
well, Nick was a big fan of Days of the New.
yeah,
Oddly, but he said when he talked to Tantric, he said, "What happened?" He said he didn't want to pay us. Talk about Travis. He said,
yeah,
mainly what it was. He goes,
yeah,
there's other stuff too, but mainly he didn't want to pay.
yeah,
So
yeah, because it's pretty much Days of the New with new singer.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's better in Days of the
A
New.
little
to
bit
be
less
honest.
acousticy.
Well, I mean, Days of the New had
No,
some
I
good
mean, but it
stuff.
was essentially Days of the New musicians is what I meant.
Yeah, I will.
It was
say,
all the guys in Days of the New minus Travis.
I will say some of the Days of the New stuff was pretty good. I mean, it's not like my thing where I paid for it ever,
No.
but I would not turn. Like that one song.
Touch, peel, and stand.
Yeah,
and then
that's
the shelf. in the
Finally
room.
found a reason. That song's good. Whatever.
They had good, decent stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's Token Lounge, October 24th. Good old
Yeah.
Thursday night shows.
I didn't mean like that they were basically sounded like Days
It was
of
the
New,
same guys.
but it was just the band.
Well, I mean, they're gonna the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Days of the New, the band minus Travis.
Travis. Yeah.
And
It's all those guys.
Yeah, and then I mean, their songs were definitely different.
Mhm.
Used to have it all. It's-
But yeah, they came out late 90s, right? Because I mean, Days of the New didn't last very long.
No.
no.
They only did one album together.
Yeah, they were like really big on the radio. They had their moment in the sun, I guess.
Yeah,
And
he
it
was a
kinda-
dick.
Tantric was founded in 98.
Yeah, okay.
After they left Days of the New.
Yeah, this
Joined forces with
this is a
vocals-
good riff though.
Yeah, it is.
Joined forces with Hugo Ferreira. Hugo's the only remaining member of the band.
Oh, really? He's the only one left.
Yeah.
So all Days of the New guys are gone.
He was the only new one that they had. So
Yeah.
He fired joined the band, fire everybody else.
Yeah, it's a great thing.
They took a fucking drive. There we go. I know the breakdown. Oh, we'll go to that part. Then I want to hear that part.
You think that you're insane? Don't just wear me. I know the breakdown. Everything is gonna shake now someday. I know the breakdown. Tell me again, am I awake now?
Welcome to late 90s music night.
Yeah, this is the old days.
Yeah. We only play music 25 years or older.
Speaking of fighting,
Classic rock.
Speaking of fighting and infighting and bands and fighting mostly.
Ooh.
So Justin Fields and Russell Wilson got into a fight.
Yeah,
I did not even hear about that.
You didn't see the video?
No.
No, no.
Was he like Sierra sucks? He's like take it back and they fought like fist fight.
It was on the practice field. I thought you guys would talk about it more than this.
I had no clue.
No.
It's just a video of them, like a bunch of pushing and shoving.
Oh,
that's all it is.
Justin Fields said he's going to push no matter what he has to do. He's going to push and push to make that team better.
Well, so Russell Wilson like tweaked or whatever. They had him out for a couple days. And Justin Fields was taking on number 1 reps. So maybe that's why.
Yeah,
or maybe Russell was just being Russell, and Justin was like, "Yeah, fuck that.
I ain't taking your shit."
Yeah, you little company toe the line company man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just a little skirmish. They're best friends now. Don't worry.
Oh yeah.
They're all done. They're over it.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I got this thing about him, about Russell. I don't know. I used to like him, and then I was just like, dude, I don't know. He's something about him, man. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
And they said Fields has looked really good in camp, but then also not looked really good. Like when he looks good, he looks really good.
Well,
and then he's had some things where he just didn't look good.
I didn't know. So they got Arthur Smith there now.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Look, 17 years. They've never had, Tomlin's never had a losing record.
Yeah.
And he won't this year.
No.
They were smart what they did.
Mm.
Getting both those guys, that was genius, because they're gonna get a good quarterback out of them.
Oh, they're just gonna push each other.
Yeah. They're gonna get a good quarterback out of them. They're gonna be. I mean, look, that division.
Yeah.
Cleveland can always fail because they're Cleveland.
They're Cleveland.
Cincinnati's good. Joe Burrow is great. And then
Cincinnati's in the north.
Yeah. And then the Ravens. And I just don't think anybody is beating the Ravens this year in the AFC. I don't think anybody's beating the Ravens this year in the AFC.
I don't either. I mean,
I'm saying it now.
What did they do to get worse?
Oh,
nothing.
Yeah. So many things they didn't do. They're one of the greatest franchises. I mean, Ozzie Newsome leaves. What's the guy's name? DaCosta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means the coast.
Yeah. He comes in, takes over for Ozzie Newsome. Well, he's handpicked by him, I believe.
Yep.
I think that he was a big part of it. He doesn't miss a beat. He does exactly what Ozzie did for 20 years.
Yeah. It's
just
the same
create.
thing. Just picked up right where he left off.
Boom, 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 and just. I mean, they've always done good with drafting. They've always done good with all of it. I mean, they've had very few fails. I mean, even with Lamar, they jumped up and grabbed him with the last pick of the first round because they wanted that extra year with him, because they knew he was probably going to be somebody that they were going to have to mold. He was going to take a while. They knew they could win games with him, but he was going to take a while.
Their defense is always there, no matter what.
Yeah.
And then their offense, they've
always got a great offensive line.
They got better at receiver, slightly. They definitely got better at running back because they have Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
And
their quarterback's a running back,
basically
too.
And
he's at both.
I think that is the reason that Pittsburgh picked up Justin Fields, because they think they can do the same thing they're doing with Lamar.
Yeah, but they can't.
No, they can't. They think.
I mean,
they can.
look. Justin's
Not
a mobile
quite
guy.
the same, you know what I mean?
Justin's a mobile guy, and I get why Chicago did what they did.
Yeah,
I do, because they had the first fucking pick.
Yep.
You have to take the kid.
I would trade out of it, but
honestly, Ryan Poles is a pretty good GM. I didn't know that he was going to be. He did a lot of, and I'm just looking at what he did this year. to surround this kid.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Holy fuck, dude.
I know.
Holy fuck.
Oh no,
Like, and they don't have to pay him for 5 fucking years.
our division is going to be so tough.
I know.
Minnesota's going to be the worst team in our division.
I know.
I'm convinced of that.
Yeah.
And they
And
probably
they're-
won't be that bad.
And they're probably not gonna be that bad.
No.
No.
I mean, I really don't know how. I mean, I know
Mhm.
how our division is going to shake out. I know after us,
yeah.
because we'll be number 1. Green Bay didn't get worse. They definitely got better.
Yeah.
They drafted well.
And you got a kid who's coming into his second year now.
Yeah. Yep.
Who just got paid.
Yep. Still think it was too early in that, but
Well, they didn't have to do anything this year. So you're right. They didn't have to do anything until after this year.
they didn't have to. But whatever, lock them up. That's fine.
Yeah.
Chicago just
You know, if this is their guy,
Yep.
you might as well, because if you wait till after next year, you can add more money to it. If he has a great year.
Minnesota is going to be odd man out, but I'm telling you, they could still be a 7-9 team.
I mean, for sure.
I'm sorry, 8-9.
Because look, Kevin O'Connell is a good coach.
Yeah.
And I mean,
I just
I knew they were going to draft JJ, but they got Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
And the thing is not like this guy, he may start. He's got nothing to lose.
well, even if it's
he
not,
could be whatever.
who's the fucking guy who was playing the quarterback last year? The one that was throwing for 400 yards a year or a game and losing.
Oh yeah. What's it?
I can't think of his name, but
Was it
Nick
Nick
something?
Mullins?
Nick Mullins.
Yeah.
I think he's a little bit older. It's probably not, as much time, but I still think if the weapons are there,
Yeah.
the dude's like a gunslinger. He's like
Yeah.
an old school Brett Favre type.
I know. Yeah.
And he could, if JJ isn't ready yet, I think JJ
Yeah.
will be ready no matter what.
I mean, Darnold you get drafted by a New York team, you're fucking screwed.
Yep.
You're fucking screwed unless you're Eli.
Yeah.
These guys, you're drafted top to the Jets. I mean, Zach Wilson, he shouldn't have. First of all, that dude shouldn't have been drafted that high anyway. But I mean, Darnold was good in college, and he should have been drafted that high.
Not last season, but the season before. Remember, Carolina made that end of the season run.
Yeah.
And Sam Darnold
Yeah.
played the best football of his life.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought he was going to get a starting job somewhere.
I thought for sure, and it's I get like I said, he went to the Jets. They had all these crazy, stupid expectations that they never
Yeah.
let anybody fucking grow into the role. That was a really weird year there because that was the year that everybody thought he was going number 1 to Cleveland. And then Baker went number 1.
Yeah.
And then Darnold, and then that other dude.
I just
What was the other dude? Oh, Josh Rosen. Rosen,
oh
right?
God, yeah.
He went number 10 to Arizona, and
Yeah.
then they got rid of it. Yeah, that dude, he should have never been that high of a pick either.
No. Did I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you about what do you think about the Shane McMahon and Tony Khan meeting?
I don't know. I think it's a conspiracy.
Tony Khan owns AEW, right?
Yeah.
Well, technically his dad owns it.
And
Oh,
is-
okay.
and
But
is
he's
it-
the president.
Yeah.
but
yeah.
Vinnie Mac's in trouble right now. He's a little bogged down
Well,
with stuff.
even and this is not
You shit on someone's
storyline.
head.
Near the last couple of years, Shane McMahon didn't work with the company because he couldn't work with his dad anymore. He couldn't do it.
No.
So the fact that he's trying to do something else makes sense to me, but everybody automatically thinks that it's
some sort of work.
the WWE and trying to take over the AEW or them. There's people that think they've always been working together.
Yeah, the conspiracy is that Khan actually works for Vinnie Mac anyway.
Oh.
They actually have more money than the McMahons, I believe.
Oh yeah. Well,
But the Shane going there and meeting up with them, that like really fired it all back up. I think they're just gonna hire him because it increased their ratings, and then they can do like an invasion angle. Like Shane's guys could be guys that are loyal to him from the old days or whatever back at WWE.
So
and they're gonna do they'll do an invasion angle.
I
It
didn't
will be-
realize that Shane wasn't part of.
He hasn't been for a few years.
Yeah.
though.
Okay.
No, he had-
Stephanie's involved, but
Right. Right.
but yeah. So Tony Khan is Shad Khan's son, the guy
Yeah.
who owns the Jaguars.
Yeah.
And then technically Shad owns the AEW, but Tony runs
Yeah.
it.
Right. Right. Yeah.
But yeah, he's worth $12 billion, so he's worth more than the McMahons.
SummerSlam's on, isn't it?
It's probably over at this point.
Yeah, or it is on. So yeah,
You can watch a replay on Peacock if you wanted to.
Boy, I'm getting really tired.
Yeah.
It hit me like suddenly.
But wait, we're missing it. No, we didn't miss it.
Yeah,
We touched on everything.
But yeah, I actually woke up early. I wanted to sleep in and really didn't.
I got up early.
Just what you should do is turn on Tubi TV.
Yeah.
Turn on If Looks Could Kill and go to bed.
Yep, I'm gonna.
That's the way you do it, man. So
Yeah.
Michael Corbin.
I agree.
Michael, who will teach you how to kill?
Michael Corbin.
I feel something coming on.
Your stomach's messed up.
It's all right.
You gotta take a shit.
There is a
Yeah.
place to find out about us.
Yeah.
Radiounderground.gay.
I hope to have it working better.
Radiounderground.gay. Well, it's up there. You can at least see. You can at least listen to the episodes, the audio.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
So
up
it's something.
there and it's almost perfect.
So I thought we were
Well,
cyber attacked,
It's getting there.
but
I don't know what's going on. With it.
working
maybe
on it.
we were. I don't know.
Let's say we were,
Mhm.
just cause.
And
But-
yeah. So radiounderground.gay. We'll be back next week. Maybe I was a little tired of this, but next week I'll be fine again. And so will Fields and Russell Wilson. They'll be fine again. And we're gonna play fine again because we're playing old rock songs that you don't really hear anymore that aren't classic.
Late
really.
90s, early 2000s.
They're like they were on the radio. You kind of like them, kind of don't.
Mhm.
But I haven't heard it in a while.
Yeah.
But even though it was on every day when I was driving the truck. So.
Yeah.
So here's Fine Again by Seether.
See that.
Another one of those bands.
South African.
South African, yeah. I forgot about that guy.
Yeah.
He was did he marry Amy Lee?
think so.
Are they fucked?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if they ever married.
Probably fucked a lot of women.
Yeah.
Wow, they look old. Because we're old and they're old. Anyway, all right guys. RadioUnderground.gay.
It seems like everything is gray and there's no color to behold. They say